Are you ready for UFC 300? We got the press conference. We got media scrums. Let's get to it, baby. Yeah!
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's time for the MMA-Holes!
From the 206 studios of Arizona, UFC 300 press conference live with the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you're wonderful, wonderful. My name is Chris Mystic Moss, King of the Dragons, and I will take you through this magical journey, the preview, the press conference, UFC 300. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we got you covered for UFC 300. Big shout out to our sponsors, mybookie.ag. The promo code is MMAHOLES for a 10% match on your first deposit. We just released a video. Go check it out on the bets that we want to lock in at mybookie.ag. Make sure you use that promo code and win big. Shout out to Dubby Energy. I'm actually sipping on some electrolytes right now from Dubby. There's a link in the description down below. You click it. There's no sugar in it. And they have the caffeine drinks as well. It's safe. It's wonderful, wonderful. Click the link in the description down below. And then ESPN Plus. We have a link pinned in our live chat. If you watch it on the replay in the description, if you're going to purchase UFC 300, I ask you kindly, use our link down below. Where's what? My wife just walked into the room, panicked, and says, "Where's Ellie?" My 2-year-old. That's not a good sign. Hopefully.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The joys of having a studio in your home with 2 little children. Okay, here we go. She's alive. Everything's good. All right, so what we're going to do is this. First of all, the UFC played a game with us. They scheduled this press conference like 3 hours early. And I was like, Jessie was telling me, she's like, hey, the media outlets say it's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And then we look on the UFC schedule, and they have it scheduled for 3 hours earlier, so we did the same. It will be at 5 p.m. Eastern time, so if you're watching the replay or if you're just jumping in live now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little preview. We're going to watch a little bit of the media scrum. We're going to try to break down what the fighters have to say pre-UFC 300. I'm going to kick it off with Tsarukyan, and then once we're done doing that, chatting with the peeps in the live chat, and discussing who you got, who you don't have, how excited are you for this event, we'll watch the press conference together live here. So if you're watching the replay, skip forward to the press conference, unless you want to see some of the media scrum. I didn't see much of the media scrum, so I'm going to take it away over here. I'm going to go right into this scene over here. Okay. Yeah, righty. We'll put in for monetization, of course. And how's everyone doing in the chat? Hopefully you're all well. I'm pretty excited for UFC 300. I also think there's going to be a big announcement. I noticed on Instagram that Michael Chandler has a meet and greet in Las Vegas at the Wynn. Yeah, let me show you the post. I have a and the UFC has leaked things saying that they probably, Conor's coming back, blah, blah, blah. There's a big announcement. So all fingers are pointing towards Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, June, the return of the Notorious. So that's what we'll be keeping an eye out for as well, on top of the UFC 300 festivities. Now, hold on one second here. There we go. All right, go follow us at the MMA-Holes on X, and go give this a retweet if you'd like to support the program as well. Okay. Here's the post that Michael Chandler put up. The UFC 300 takeover meet and greet with UFC lightweight Michael Chandler. Now, why would Michael Chandler be in Vegas? So he just wants to see the fights? He wants to be there for this epic event? Nah, they're making an announcement, and I think that's why Michael Chandler's there. But let me know in the chat what you think. Do you think that big MC is there for fun, for signing autographs and taking pictures? Or is there a bigger meaning for Michael Chandler to be over there? Let me know in the chat. International Fight Week. Exactly. Yeah, I was looking online and I'm like saying to myself, okay, how can I get there in June for International Fight Week? I would love to have an MMA-Holes booth over there at International Fight Week. So that's, bouncing that around. Trying to monetize my bookie account with some winning picks. Yo, J. Michael C. Go check out our last video that we uploaded. I gave you where I'm leaning. Plus, I'm waiting for him to get back to boost the bets. But I pretty much lean in the direction where I'm going to be going with my bets as well. So good luck, man. I hope you win. And thank you for using my bookie. All right. I'm sure he's there simply for the fights and prostitutes. Oh, my God. Conor is a prima donna now? Yeah, I guess so. Well, he just put out something that he's a devoted Catholic. So that's a thing going on. He's professing his love for the Lord. So that's a thing. Okay, let's go over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Arman Tsarukyan. I did not listen to this at all. So let's listen to this together as we wait on the press conference to get underway. Make sure you hit the like button. And here we go. Hey, Arman.
Arman, obviously, right here. Huge fight for you. These are the type of fights you've been asking for a long time. So to be here on a card like this, a name like Charles Oliveira, is this just kind of a dream come true?
Yeah, it's dream comes true. And
Yo, Sonosi, are you in Vegas? I see Sonosi in the chat. Are you there yet? Or are you going tonight? What are your plans? Are you going to the press conference? That should be fun.
so excited and to be in UFC 300 and to fight for the contender #1.
I tell you what, I really like Tsarukyan. He's definitely grown on me. And speaking of grown, this guy is jacked. Guy's looking shredded, ready to go. Also, American Top Team. When we've had Cody Garbrandt on the show, he's mentioned how good of a guy he is. He seems like a real nice dude, like super humble fighter. Him and Oliveira, probably the two nicest guys on the card. Like, I mean, two sweethearts going at it and savages in the cage. Really strange how you're super nice and then you lock them in an octagon and then all of a sudden, maybe it's because they're in their underwear. I don't know what it is, but they become vicious creatures.
Yeah, no doubt in your mind, no matter what happens in any of these other fights, if you win this the way you think you're going to.
Get Arman on the pod. I tell you what, I should ask Cody Garbrandt. We know a couple of people over there in American Top Team. We should probably, he seems like a cool dude to chat with. The only thing I would say about Arman Tsarukyan is he seems very nice, but I don't know, would it be a fun guest? I don't know, like, what's his sense of humor like? He seems a little dry, but it seems like a real nice dude.
You're fighting Islam next?
Yeah, definitely. Dana White said this: who win this fight gonna fight for the title, and I'm the next.
And of course, you don't want to think beyond this. This is a very difficult fight with Charles, but there's this kind of Islam saying he wants to fight June 1st. Would that even be possible to ask you to just turn around in 7 weeks?
I don't know. I can answer this question Saturday.
For sure. And just your thoughts on
He's all business, Tsarukyan, all business.
Charles and kind of where he is at this point in his career. A lot of people.
Sonosi, you're stuck in the airport? Oh, my God. Wait, you're in the airport right now? Oh, boy, we'll keep you busy. So what time? Hold on, let me scroll back. Let me see if I missed something here. Delay be in near midnight. Oh my God. So you're going to show up in Vegas at midnight. By the time you settle into the hotel, check in. Oh boy. It's going to be very late. So you'll have Friday. Friday would be a fun day to just kind of roam around. And then Saturday the fights, and then red eye home. Whew, that's gonna be a whirlwind trip.
People have vocalized that they think, he quits in fights and he folds and things like this. Do you see him as that guy, or do you think he's, someone different now?
No, how a former champion can be like this. So he was a former champion. He defended titles, and the quicker guys can be a champion. So I don't think so. Like.
Arman, right here. Charles did an interview earlier this week. He responded to some of the things you said about him. He's obviously limited and he takes backs really well, but nothing really.
He takes backs really well.
Else, maybe he's not hungry, and he just kind of like called it bullshit talk. Do you think you are getting under his skin before this fight?
Man, I got to be honest. Like, it does seem like the media is kind of lame with their questions. I will give James Lynch some credit when he asks questions. I don't know if. I'm assuming he's going to ask some questions here. But the questions I've heard, it seems like James actually puts a little bit of thought in the questions. But, man, these media scrums are kind of unnecessary, right? I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Is it worth putting these fighters through this? I mean, I guess you're trying to get some good headlines and create buzz for a big event. But especially in the smaller events when they have media scrums on Wednesday night, Blanchfield versus Firo fight nights, like, is it really necessary? Do they really have to do this? These guys are in middle cutting weight. Like, this is probably the last place they want to be.
I mean, I got to talk about him, because he doesn't talk about me. I got to talk about him. So I want to get people to watch this fight more. And that's why I got to say something about him.
So
I just got to be honest with you guys. I have very low expectations for this press conference. UFC 300, which will be starting in an hour and approximately like 18 minutes. I have very low expectations, but the reason why I am early is I am excited about the card. It's a very strange experience because top to bottom, it's completely stacked up. I love every fight on the card. Even the female fights I can kind of get with. But it's this weird thing of zero juice. It's UFC 300, phenomenal card, but there's going to be like no trash talk. I mean, maybe Aljo. I was trying to think they're going to have the whole entire card on the stage. So the stage is going to look obnoxiously. I mean, I don't know how this is really going to work. I'm assuming that they're going to crowbar the Conor announcement to make this more interesting because I don't see this panel making. I think they all have like respect for each other. I don't see much trash talk. There's a lot of language barriers going on. So I don't think it's going to be a very fun press conference at all, But the card itself, the fight's going to be pretty good. So we got to work with that. So if you're a UFC fan or just a true MMA fan or whatever, combat sports fan, it should be worth the price of admission when it comes to the pay-per-view. But boy, it does not feel like the buzz is quite there for UFC 300 and the product they put in front of us. Do you guys agree or disagree? Let me know down over here, okay?
It's nothing personal. You're just trying to.
No. I'm just trying to get more.
What was I saying? 5 p.m. Eastern time? Yes, it's not 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you. My time schedule is all screwed up here. But yeah, so we'll be going into the press conference around an hour, 15 minutes.
Fun to watch this fight.
And just two really quick ones for me. Can I get your thoughts on the main event between Jamahal and Alex and the BMF fight between Justin and Max?
I want to say about BMF, I feel like Justin gonna knock him out.
Justin's gonna knock him out. Hey, I like the quick prediction over there. Man, I'm still trying to find a way to pick Max. He looks like he's in phenomenal shape. I don't know how I can. Man, anyone in the chat like confident that Max Holloway is gonna win? I am not. I'm just hoping it's competitive. I mean, I think it'll be competitive in the beginning, but eventually I think it's going to get ugly after a certain couple of rounds, 5-round BMF fight, Gaethje ripping leg kicks, cracking. I mean, unless there is so much respect between the two and Gaethje is the more reserved version of Justin, like you've noticed Gaethje is not that train wreck car crash type fighter anymore. He's more his fight IQ has gotten a lot better. So maybe Gaethje will give him respect and play it easy on him. Kind of like what he did with Nick Newell, the one-arm fighter. If you go back and watch that fight between Nick Newell and Justin Gaethje, you could tell Gaethje was holding back a little bit. That guy had one arm that he was fighting with, and Nick is a friend of the show. But I feel like this weird thing where he's going to kind of be easy on Max. Am I crazy for thinking that? Like he's going to beat him? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but let me know in the chat what you guys think.
First time.
And what about the main event between Alex and Jamahal?
Main event is, I don't know, 50-50, but to be honest, I didn't watch their fights because they're not in my division. I just watched a couple highlights and like 50-50. I don't know them. But
do you think Tsarukyan might be one of the nicest guys on the roster? Like, he seems like one of the nicest dudes on the roster. You know, if it wasn't for a little bit of that language barrier, like, I haven't seen, like, any interview where it's like, wow, this guy's a piece of shit.
well,
Arman over here. You suffered your second loss inside the company in June of 22. It was a very close fight, but now fast forward to April 2024, you're about to fight Oliver and potentially earn the title shot after Saturday night. So did anything change from that night to now? And if so, what changed?
a lot of things change. I'm getting better every day. I'm just 27 years old, you know, and like I'm learning every day new techniques, and I got a lot of experience, and I got 3 more fights after that, or 4 more fights, I don't remember. But yeah, so I feel like now I got better, and my striking is getting better, my wrestling, grappling, conditional, you know, and also English.
Yeah, at least he speaks English. But yeah, I am getting a little bored, so I'm going to move on from him. Thank you, Tsarukyan. Wow. Boy, that really sells 300, right? Let's listen. Man, oh, God. Oh, I didn't hear Cody Garbrandt opening up the card. I would play Bo Nickel, but I don't like him. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like, I don't know what it is about Bo Nickel. I have no reason not to like him. He seems like a nice guy, but he's fucking annoying. Like, does anyone get the vibe of Bo Nickel just being... It drives me nuts. I should be rooting for him. American wrestler, you know? Let's go. Fuck yeah. I got the American flag underneath me. I can't get on it. I can't get on. I kind of want to see Brundage knock him out. Who's on the Bo train? Like, who is like Team Bo Simp? Yes, Sandusky, the fucking Penn State. He's connected to Penn State. He's constantly throwing that out there, and all I think about is them touching kids and shit. So fucking weird dude, man. Bo Nickel's an odd fucking fella. And then I've had people, you know, reach out to us and say, well, you know, kids have their, you know, kids look up to him because he's an American wrestler. That's why people are going to be buying the pay-per-views. That's why he's on the card. You know, kids, wrestlers, young men out there that want to do something great. Bo is the face for them, but he's fucking annoying. He's good, but he's annoying, man. Anyway, should I play him? Well, yes or no? Would you want to hear from Bo Nickel? We're going to hear from him at the press conference when that plays. I'm going to have no choice but to listen to him. But do you want to hear him now, yes or no? Garbrandt or Bo Nickel? Let me know in the chat what you guys think. No Nickel or Cody Garbrandt. Brundage paying. Dude, he's like a plus 8,000 decision win. Oh, a lot of no's. I know my American peeps out there are probably like, you fucking prick. You're a traitor to your country. I tell you what, Bo Nickel's a fucking annoying. Maybe, who knows? He's young, so he still has a chance to, you know, to win us over. There have been fighters before where I'm like, I'm not a fan, and then all of a sudden they kind of turn it around a little bit. I wasn't a fan of Kamaru Usman when he was in Tough, and then after a while I was like, you know what? I kind of could dig Kamaru. So who knows? Maybe Bo could win us over or me over. But right now, no. And by the way, speaking of fighters that won me over, Cody No Love.
Hey, boys!
He won me over.
Well, Cody right here. Obviously, a massive fight week for UFC 300, big milestone. You're accustomed to big cards, so I guess, Bo, like, what are the emotions now? Like, you know, fight week's done, fight camp's done, just got to cut weight and get in there and fight.
Excited. I think that sums it up. The excitement. You know, all the hard work's been put in. We're here healthy, hungry, and motivated to go and perform, open up an amazing card in UFC 300.
It's so weird. I was not a fan of Cody. I was rooting hard for Dominic Cruz when Cody was doing all the dancing and stuff like that. I rooted for TJ Dillashaw over Cody Garbrandt at UFC 217 when I was there in the building for that. Just after the TJ stuff and him, popping for steroids and all that, and then Cody started to lose, and his wife was weird, and they split. She seemed like she wasn't the best human being, and seeing what he went through, Cody, and then that kid that was dying of cancer, like everything, it started turning around, and I started appreciating Cody a little bit more. So now I'm kind of rooting for him,
and just grateful.
And he does look like Wee Man. Yeah, he does. He does look like he could be in Jackass and be one of the midget. Wee Man. He does look like Wee Man. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I see it.
Well, I was going to bring that up. Dana announced that you guys were kicking off the card like a while ago. Were you aware of that before he even, he said it on ESPN or whatever? And do you like kicking off this card?
This is a first for me, fighting the first on the card. But, we're making history. There's never been a matchup in the UFC that's two former world champions kicking off a card. So grateful for the spotlight. Grateful.
Dude, it's fantastic, right? Sanosi's going to be in the building, UFC 300, paying $2,000, almost $3,000 for a ticket, but at least the first fight on the card, Figgy versus Garbrandt, that's a banger. That is an absolute banger. So well done by the UFC. If I see empty seats over there, which you will because it's overpriced to get into the building, but I'm hoping, man, people show. Even those rich fucks or the people that are getting free tickets and everything like that, I just hope people show up and fill that building. Because these fighters deserve it. This is a very special event. Like I said, in UFC 217, that was a very special event. Top to bottom was completely stacked up card, but it didn't have two champions open up the card, right? Didn't have that. It's just progressively got better as the card went on. And this one here, I mean, it's very balanced. Might be the most balanced card of all time when it comes to name value. So credit to them for pulling that together. Like I said before, the juice, the buzz, I feel like it's slightly missing a little bit. So hopefully the press conference gives us something, and I think the secret revelation of Conor McGregor returning will be something that's going to spike the interest. I just have this weird feeling that that's their plan. The ace up the sleeve. What's it called?
For the opener of the amazing card, like I said, with such amazing athletes, and also to draw people in early. They don't want to miss this fight.
And you both called for this fight, and it's not always the UFC will book a fight that both guys want that far out. So when you called out Davison and he called out you, was it just a matter of time before this was rebooked at bantamweight?
I called him out. He doesn't want this fight. So let's get that clear. It's a fight that's been in my
ace in the hole. That's the term. Yeah, I don't know why I can't think appropriately. I'm having dad brain last couple of days. That trailer was from Billabaru. I can never say the name right. Or Two Jams in the chat. He's a fantastic. Listen, if you guys have editing skills and you want to put together any sort of MMA-Hole meme videos, pass it on the Discord, DM us, and we most likely will put it up as a short. Shout out to Two Jam, man. That was badass, and I appreciate that. I love seeing people in the community be creative, whether it's a picture that's edited that has to do with this program or it's a video. I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to put your fucking watermark on it if you want it. It's all good. Goldie. So I did reach out to Goldberg. I am not following up. That we spoke about the video I put up. I did invite him here for UFC 300. But it's on him. Like I'm not going to follow up, to be honest. I'm not, what I'm saying? Like I threw it out there. I said, if you're free, you're more than welcome to stop by. I don't know. Like, it's on him. The ball's in his court. So if he wants to show, doors open, he can stop by. If not, all good. I'm sure if I followed back up, I think he would be here, to be honest. But I'm just going to let him, ball's in his court. He's got it. So if you see him, you see him. If you don't, you don't. Regardless, we're going to be here for 300. And we're going to be hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah, I'm at the stage of my life, or as an MMA hole, where I'm not hunting people down, And I like Goldberg. We get along very, very well. And he was very appreciative of the video that we made, for sure. Super cool dude.
My mind for a while. I was supposed to fight him nearly 4 years ago. Obviously, I got COVID really bad. I had to pull out of the fight and focus on getting healthy. And it's been, an uphill grind to get back to this point.
The problem is the eyebrows of Cody Garbrandt. It's the problem. Overdone men eyebrows. Now, if you have this issue in the chat right now, you thread those eyebrows. It's fine as long as you make them look somewhat like you're a male still. Cody looks like he's transitioning into something over here. If you are going to do the arches and you're going to look like a Kardashian, it's questionable. So guys in the chat, please, if you're doing anything with your eyebrows, maybe a little buzz to get rid of the, but just chill, man. No man should be walking around like this. No, it's just, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, unless, listen, if you want to be a woman, that's fine. That's on you. But I don't think he does. I think this is a manly man over here. What the fuck is he doing? Like, you shouldn't have better eyebrows than your girl. What the fuck? You're a dude, man. Anyway, okay.
But I stuck true to myself, believed in myself through the ups and the downs, the adversity, what life throws at you, and everything comes full circle. And we're here, fight week, and I'm more excited for this fight now than it was scheduled in the past.
Is that just because of what he's been saying or where you are in your career, or like what makes this more important? Because that original booking was supposed to be a title fight, and now it's, you're kicking off this card.
For me, it's a fight that I've wanted for so long, and to have those feelings that have taken away from you from COVID, to be back to fighting for a world championship, so those feelings still have motivated me and give me, such drive to this camp and this call out and this visualization of my last fight to call him out. He came up and had a successful debut win at bantamweight, and I feel good here. This is my weight.
Thank you, Cody. All right, there he is. Cody No Love. Fucking hell, 0 for 2. Hopefully the press this is what I'm saying, guys. Don't be too optimistic about this press conference. Don't be too much. Don't go too. Listen, I'm hyped. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. Even if the press conference sucks, I'm not complaining. I'm not going to do it. Here's Jiří Procházka.
Jiří, welcome to Fight Week, but not just any Fight Week, UFC 300, massive event. How excited are you to be able to showcase your skills on an event like this?
Very excited. Very excited. And
I'm coming. I'm coming!
Have a great day. Have a great day to everyone.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm happy to be back in that fast way, in that fast time after my last fight. And right now, here in Vegas, everything is settled. I'm healthy to the fight.
I'm telling you, man, if Mark Goddard didn't step in too soon against Alex Pereira, this man would have had his hand raised and he would be the champion defending his belt. But Mark, not so Goddard, had to ruin that. I like Alex Pereira, and it does come across that I'm an Alex hater because a lot of my predictions seem to go against Alex as of recent. It's not like I'm not doing it on purpose because I truly enjoy Alex a lot. But in this fight, I feel like he got to go the shaft, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think this fight against Rakic is very interesting. Rakic did say that he doesn't feel that he is a samurai. So let's see if he responds to that.
Not like last time, but it doesn't matter. And everything is on the great way. So I'm happy and I'm looking forward for the Saturday night.
You mentioned you weren't.
Do you think he's on the spectrum? What do you guys think? I've seen it on the internet. I've seen people speculate. And I'm going to say yes. I do think Procházka, even the way he moves, the way he talks, and credit to him for learning English. And I do like Jiří a lot. I'm a fan. But what do you guys think? One's in the chat if you think that he is. And I think we all are on the spectrum in some sort of way. But he might be a little bit higher up on there. I don't know if it's quite CTE or if it's autism. I don't know what it is. But there's something going on with this guy, right?
Very healthy last time. I'm sure you don't want to get into details, but maybe give us a percentage. How much of your full self were you in there that night?
Like the last fight?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to repeat that too much, but I was not in my camp was not that with Pereira was not full. There was already just 1 week of training, like a true training. So, but it doesn't matter. Happen. I'm taking that, and let's go for this Saturday.
So how excited are you therefore now to be able...
Seems like it's still bothering him. Seems like it's really still bothering him, which kind of makes me a little nervous. He's going up against a very tough guy in Rakic or Rakic, whatever you want to call him. Man, I hope Jiří wins.
to go back in there on Saturday with that full preparation and show everyone, hey, don't forget, I'm very, very good.
Blind Beauty, you think Jiří's sexy? He actually is a pretty handsome man, right? Very handsome man. Got big, luscious lips, you know? Got the man bun. Jessie digs the man buns. She likes that stuff. I don't know if Jessie finds him handsome though. I got to ask Jessie. I don't know if she's watching downstairs. But, yeah, handsome man. Handsome fella.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sanosi from the airport coming in.
We saw autistic tigers and whatnot the other day. Jiří might be autistic samurai. 1 hour till plane to Chicago.
Thank you. Hey, look at this. This man he's about to fly to Chicago, then fly to Vegas, go to UFC 300, and is nice enough to drop a $2 donation. A real savage. That man over there, I hope he has the best trip in the fucking world. And like I said before, take a lot of pictures. Sanosi, you're the best. One of the greats. Sanosi. Thank you for coming in. I see some subscribers popping in. You're going to want to be here. 300 is going to be nuts. It's going to be a nutty day and night of events. I'm very excited about the card. If we make inappropriate jokes, if it seems like we're kind of shitting on the card, I promise you I am very, very excited about this thing, especially when I'm going to wake up on Saturday morning and I don't know. I know what's going to happen. I'm like, yes, it's here. Like I'm like a big freaking kid. And no matter how old I get, I just get more and more excited about these cards. So I appreciate you guys hanging with us, and let's do this, baby. We're just buying time until the press conference gets started. There is 59 minutes until the press conference gets going.
Great. I feel great, and I have to keep it down a little bit right now because I feel like there is too much energy, especially when I see the cage where I win about the race, and when I feel that energy, it brings me to the action. It kicked me to the action, so I have to be calm.
Alexander was in here earlier, and he said this is a fight for the King of Europe. I'm curious if you agree with that sentiment.
He's talking too much. So, okay, it's a normal.
Man, I don't like Rakic at all. And hey, listen, if he wants to talk a little shit, that's fine. There's something about him and how he laid on his opponent in previous fights. I always forget who was the guy he laid on, and help me out in the chat because my terrible memory is kicking in. But I just don't like him at all. I think he's a big prick. He was the guy that was like, he was laying on his opponent for 3 straight or 5 straight rounds, or I can't remember how many rounds it was, and threw his hands up in the air like, yeah, like he won the Super Bowl. It's like, bro, you bored the hell out of us. So I hope Jiří knocks his head into the rafters.
Normal fight.
Alex Smith, thank you, Sanosi. I always forget.
For me, it's a next fight. For me is.
A shout out to Blind Beauty in the chat. One of the 7% female audience over here. I appreciate you here. You've made a big impact on the community, and you got great breasts. Okay, so thank you for stopping by and being part of this sausage party that's going on below me.
Not to be like the king of the Europe, because I'm not looking to be the king of the Europe. I'm looking to be the king of the world. Not the king of the world, but the champion.
What? Wait.
The top.
Wait, what did he say?
Not the king of the world, but the champion. The top, the edge.
Okay.
And I am able to show that this Saturday. That's all.
You mentioned he's talking a lot. He also said you're a fake samurai. You can't be a samurai just because you read a book your coach gave you. Are you surprised he's coming out with these words?
He said that here?
Yes, he did.
What he said?
He said he doesn't consider you a real samurai. You're a fake samurai. You can't be a real samurai just because your coach gave you a book to read. You know.
Yeah, look like the way he nods and everything. There's a lot of autistic tics that he's got.
If you want to be a samurai, it can't just be for the last 2 or 3 years. It needs to be basically a lifetime of that sort of energy.
And what's the question?
I'm curious if you're surprised he's coming out with this sort of pre-fight trash talk, or if this sort of something you expected from him.
Understand. Alexander, he's talking too much. Like I said, he's talking too much. He don't know me, and he will know me in the cage.
Let's go!
I'm coming.
I need this man to be champ again. it's a weird situation because I like Pereira a lot as a champion. I like Jamahal Hill as a champion. I think I don't know. Sometimes he's annoying, with some of the things he says, but I like the fact that he seems like a real dude. Like Jamahal seems like the realest motherfucker. So I like Jamahal a lot. I love Jiří Procházka. I tell you what, man, light heavy is a very fun weight class. And as fans, we're lucky to have these guys up here. It's probably one of the better times to be a fan of this sport with this weight class because, I mean, you could mix and match these dudes. As long as Rakic doesn't become champ, we're good. Or Blachowicz. I like Blachowicz, but sometimes he bores the hell out of me.
Who I am, where I am able to go, how true I
this
can.
Guy's so, he's so serious, but it's kind of funny. I like that, He's so, I'm a samurai. And you must go by the way of the sword.
And go to take a win. And
dude's in the middle of a forest, shin against tree, that's my kind of guy. Nah, we don't need Blachowicz as champion again. I don't know, unless it depends. I'd rather see him over Ankalaev, yes. I'd rather see Blachowicz over Rakic, yes. Kind of got lucky in that fight. But I don't know. When you got this dude over here, when you got Jamahal, when you got Alex, Blachowicz is under those guys, as a fan at least. But let me know in the chat what you guys think.
He don't know me personally. If you don't know somebody personally, how you can speak about him something, whatever. And I never said about myself, I'm a samurai or whatever. Yeah, because I'm respecting all the warriors from all the history.
Tell 'em.
And I'm sharing with the people, with all the world, every time, the best ideas and best thoughts what I ever have, which helped me to improve myself on the way, to keep myself on the way. And you will like that. He don't know nothing about me, how I'm living.
Do you think he's too emotional? What do you guys think? Do you think Rakic can kind of get in his head a little bit? He does seem pretty passionate about this conversation.
Yeah.
I can't say what I sacrificed because I accept the way. And when you accept the way, you will live wherever, do whatever.
Right? He's I don't know. The way he's answering this question, he seems like a little emotional, no?
That's it.
Yeah.
So he's talking shit.
I tell you what, though. If Jiří, after the UFC thing is done, can we put this guy in a movie? In an action movie or something like that? I would totally watch this guy, seriously, stumble through lines. He would be a great action star, this guy. Put him in some sort of samurai movie or something where he's, autistically fucking kicking and he does that weird head dip thing, in the movie. He's, dodging bullets, but he's like, ugh! I want to see that, man. I want to see this dude. One's in the chat if you want to see Jiří Procházka in a new Bloodsport movie with starring Jiří Procházka, right? Just fucking shirtless in the forest, shin against tree, He's fucking headbutting a fucking car. That's what I want to see. Or a deer runs at him and he fucking headbutts the deer. He's just, John Jiří Wick. I like that. But I want it over the top. Man. A lion comes at him. He fucking karate chops the lion in the neck. Lion collapses on the floor. Then he starts headbutting the corpse of the lion, Man, oh man, why can't we have these things?
Is there a risk if he's trying to attempt to maybe play mind games with you that actually he's making a mistake and might just motivate you more this weekend?
No, I'm not fighting because somebody's saying something. I'm fighting because I want to be the best version of myself. And he's talking.
Yeah.
He's talking.
You tell him, Jiří. You tell him.
He have to prove that I'm.
Bloodsport would be phenomenal, yeah.
What he's talking. And I will prove that I'm the better version than my last fight.
Yes. Could you imagine what this guy looks like fucking? Could you imagine how spastic this dude is? He's just fucking, he's freaking out. Right when he's about to blow his load and he's just his head's all over the place and shit. Could you imagine? Listen, it's probably a thought you don't want to think about, but I mean, you got to throw it out there, right? There are some people like what was her name again? Blind Beauty in the chat saying that she finds him attractive. I mean, like you got to think about these things. Like, what could this guy look like when he's about to blow a load? You know?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Still spastic and shit. Oh my god. Anyway, all right, that's enough of Jiří. Let's move on to the next one. I'm getting too turned on. Let's see who we got here. I do want to hear. Let's see, man, so many people. Let's see, so many people on this card. I would listen to Charles Oliveira, but he doesn't speak English, and I don't. We got to sit through that at the press conference. The same as Alex Pereira. It just doesn't work. Let's see. We could listen to Max. I kind of want to hear Kayla Harrison. Is she here? I haven't listened to her. Where's Kayla? All right, we'll listen to a little Holly. Let's see if she gives us anything. This is gonna be incredibly boring, but actually, let's listen to Gaethje. Let's see what he's got to say. He's probably gonna be like, well, angry and cranky and shit. Good.
Hello.
Justin, you've had a lot of fights, you've had a lot of big fights, but UFC 300 for the BMF belt against someone like Max Holloway, this one must feel pretty special.
They all feel special. It's
such a dumb question. No, this doesn't feel special. I'm fighting for this magical fake belt, 5 rounds in front of one of probably the best cards they ever put together, top to bottom. Doesn't feel special. Just another fight.
Such a great little adventure that I put myself on, a long time ago when I chose to, take this path. I never would have thought it would have led me to UFC 300, but here we are.
You mentioned ahead of this fight that, respectfully, you would like to finish Max, but maybe not put him out cold, just finally be the first person to sort of crack that chin we talk.
Saying you want to finish Max. Like, I wish a fighter would just respond and say, what do you mean by finish Max? You know? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by finish Max, reporter?
About so much. For him, do you think he's going to have put on a lot of size to be able to match you for power to keep himself in there, or do you think he can come at this fight in other ways and find success?
Man, it's a lot of what ifs and what I think. I don't know. I love
his head's melting.
Getting in there, finding out. I'll know early if he's punching hard enough for me to take chances.
Max never gets finished, right? So his poor wife. She's just rigorously trying to give him a hand job. He's like, I can't come. No one can finish me.
Or be more cautious.
It's amazing he has kids. He's never been finished.
I'll find that.
How does that even work?
Early, and I think this is very different than the time he fought Poirier, as that was a late replacement. I think he's had this whole camp, being able to keep and maintain that weight, and I do think he's going to be as big as me and as strong as me.
Yeah. You mentioned he's quick to disregard that fight with Dustin for the reason you just said. Do you even look at that fight and think, well, there are things I can take from that, or do you have to think, no, I can't really relate that Max to this one?
If I'm watching that fight, it has nothing to do with the size or anything like that. It's all about technique. And I can find his technique in all of his fights. All of them, he's a very different fighter from fight to fight, just as all of us are. We're all constantly making adjustments. And, I won't be sure which Max I'm going to fight until that bell rings.
What would it mean to you to be the first guy to drop him?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. I have 25 wins, 19 knockouts. I've really taken pride in that, since the beginning of my career. And, to be the first one, I like being first. So, yeah, I'm ready.
What are the stakes in this fight for you? Obviously, there's a BMF belt on the line, right? But we're hearing talks that maybe Dustin could be fighting for the lightweight title next. Are you even thinking about that, or do you just have to think, hey?
No, I know with the win here, I fight for the belt. I know with the loss here, that all goes away. So that's what I'm fighting for.
Is there a chance, if Islam were to fight in June, you could end up being called to fight back in Abu Dhabi? And is that something you'd even consider?
I don't play what ifs, but you don't pass up a championship opportunity. I do want my time. I do think June would probably be impossible for me, as every time I fight is a traumatic life experience, and I need to go home. I need to, unwind, take care of my body, take care of my head. But
it's kind of weird, man. When you really think about this, like, their job, get naked, hop in a cage in front of a massive amount of people, and then try to beat each other up until one doesn't want to, get beat up anymore. And then if you're the one that gets beaten up to the point where you have officially lost, then you got to do the walk of shame. If you're lucky enough, do the walk of shame down. Well, everyone's staring at you. You're in your underwear. It's bad enough you're in your underwear, right? And everyone's just staring at you as you're just walking through the crowd to the locker room. You try not to cry. You get to the back. It's all quiet. You got your family, your closest friends. You got, your team. No one knows what to say. Try to be a man or a woman. You're trying to, just trying to hold it together, but you can't. So you let it go in the locker room. There's some cameras in there. People taking selfies next to you. And you're just hanging your head in defeat. Then you got to hop on the plane. God knows how long the plane ride is back home. Then you see your kids and your family. If you don't have kids, you're like, oh, fuck, I just lost this fight. I don't even have kids. I have nothing to live for. And then you got to wait until you get the call again. Months later, you got to go through another camp. Train like a fucking animal. Then when you're done through your camp, you got to fucking start starving yourself. And then when you're done doing that, you're dragged around like a fucking monkey to do media. Then you're back in the cage naked, fighting again. Like, what the fuck kind of job is this? Dude, it's craziness. These people got problems, man. Got fucking problems. I'm a big fan. I have a lot of respect. When you break it down like that and you think of what these guys and gals do, they're fucking nuts. It seems like it seems so amazing to see athletes like this, the top of the game, be able to do what they can do, right? And achieve what they can achieve. But boy, the lows are pretty damn low. Is it really worth it? Is it worth the money? Is it worth the fame? Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Press conference is coming in about, let's see. What's the exact time? I'll look on the UFC. 43 minutes and 5 seconds. Hang around. We're just thinking about this.
I have coaches and a manager that ultimately make those decisions. So if they say go, I go.
This one right here. Throughout media day, the general consensus is that no one else is competing for fight of the night amongst the fighters. They're all like, we have to get a performance bonus because Justin and Max are fighting on this card.
Yeah.
Do you kind of take pride in that like even your fellow fighters are like, we're not even going to try for this?
Yeah, I mean, having the respect of your peers is something I think we all, shoot for. Not just that, but the respect of the UFC to give me this opportunity. Every time you see someone in this thing, you only see the Gaethje versus Holloway thing on the television, so it looks like it's the main event.
Sure. Well, kind of going off of that.
I tell you what, I don't know what the main event is. Like, if I was just a casual fan going into this, and I wouldn't even know that Zhang Weili's fighting. Like, it's like they don't even talk about that. There's a couple of promos where it has her little face in there, but they're like, yeah, that's happening too. That just happens to be the co-main event. Like, what are they talking about? Like, what are they? I mean, I feel like Pereira's out there a lot in Hill. I think they're pushing the main event a little bit more than the BMF, I think. It feels like this card has no main event. It feels like it's just one long good card with no main event. They're like, we're going to take off on the main event in this one. And the main event technically is a very good fight, good matchup. And, you can go either way with your predictions, which makes it a good fight, right? But I don't know. Does it not feel flat? Like, maybe Bo is the main event. Maybe. In his mind, he is, right?
Was there any chance that you would have just been the actual main event before they added Alex and Jamahal?
Wrong dude. I don't know.
Did you say wrong gook? What the fuck? That's pretty racist. What did he say?
Wrong dude.
Why did he say wrong gook? Was he the fuck? Why did he say that? Hold on. What's the question?
Well, kind of going off of that, was there any chance that you would have just been the actual main event before they added Alex and Jamahal?
Wrong dude.
I don't know why I just said wrong gook. That seems that's I'm going to leave this. Why would he say that? That's just, I mean, I don't stand for that. I'm sorry to any gooks in the chat. I apologize to you guys. Oh, is he talking about the co-main event? Clear racist. He's talking about the co-main event, apparently. I don't stand for that. If you're new to the channel, I do not stand for any of that. In fact, I hope Max knocks him out now. Why would you say that? That's just like, fucking guy. Here's Max Holloway. Hopefully,
Max welcome to Fight Week, but not just any Fight Week. UFC 300 Fight Weeks. You know, you've been atop of these amazing cards before. You've been in title fights before, but does this one feel a little bit extra special?
Oh my God!
For sure. You know, first things first. You gotta ask Conor, what are you laughing about on your comment, brother?
Why is Max getting the fucking? Look at his haircut. What the fuck is that, bro? What the? Did you ask for the 12-year-old? What is that, dude? What the hell is on your head? What the fuck? You look like you're in Dumb and Dumber. What the fuck? What is that? Bro, are you trying to look? Are you making a statement here? What the fuck am I looking at? Oh my God, dude. Put a bowl on his head or some shit. Does anyone have that haircut in the chat? I apologize if you do. I mean, many people don't like the floof, but I feel a lot more confident sitting next to this guy with this haircut, even though he could kick my ass. I mean, I guess if you could kick a lot of people's ass, you could walk around with that haircut, just like Jamahal Hill's tattoo. Like, look at Jamal's tattoo over there. If you can't kick ass, you're not going to walk around with a tattoo like that, right? But he can. This motherfucker walking around like Lloyd over here.
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
What do you think about my tattoo? My haircut.
Ask him what are you laughing about. Hopefully he can get Lucky Charm shorts or something. Good for him, you know?
We are talking, of course, about the floral pattern shorts you've got for this fight. Did post it. Conor did put a laughing emoji on it, but curious how you feel about being able to rep them in the octagon.
I loved it, man. I loved it. You know, it came together real quick. Being able to use it here at UFC 300, hopefully they leave it for me so I can keep using it every fight. So we see what happens.
Do you think that's important for athletes to be able to represent themselves and sort of express themselves?
I like that Max's nose grows every fight. It's really fucking cool, man. It's cool to look at. Like, his nose just gets bigger. Every single fight that happens, some reason Max's nose just gets more powerful. You know, and maybe that's why he doesn't get knocked out. Maybe the nose absorbs all the impact when it gets hit in the face. I mean, that's a lot. It covers a lot of the face. So do you guys think it's like a shock absorber, the nose? Some people grow beards. He grows a nose. It's just getting bigger and bigger.
On ways other than just, you know, their fights.
I think it's cool. Yeah, I think it's a great way.
Impressive.
You know, put a little flavor in it. You know, I guess so. I understand the whole uniform look because we're trying to, you know, go after, like, you know, follow other major sporting leagues. So at the end of the day, I get it, but to have your own flavor, and finally I get mine. I mean, the people wanted it. You know what I mean? Where's Hunter? Where's Dana? Tell the numbers of the sales because I want to see. I'm pretty sure that floor shorts is popping.
Justin Gaethje, right? Obviously a phenomenal fighter, BMF. When this fight was announced, I saw the reaction where someone was like, oh, he hits too hard for Max. You know, a guy who's never been dropped before in the octagon. When you see those comments and people apparently being concerned for you and about your career after this fight, do you just think, okay, well, we'll see on Saturday?
We find out. You know, that's the beautiful thing. Every time I did any of these interviews, go watch it all fight week. Every time they ask me, what is the main thing? When you come to think of Justin, what do you think of this fight? I think of violence, and this happens. You know, I smile. This is what real fighters is about. Justin's a BMF. The beautiful thing is everybody has questions, and we have the answers come UFC 300 Saturday night.
I've been watching your YouTube channel. Great content on there. I recommend everyone go watch it. You've been showing yourself bulking up for this fight a bit more than you did for that Dustin fight. How do you feel now walking around ready for a lightweight title fight?
Brother, I mean, it is what it is. You know.
I got the W. Got the W flowing in here, the hydration W, the tub. Just came in. It's freaking really good, man. No sugar. I don't know how it doesn't have sugar because it tastes sweet. It's really good. So if you guys need to stay hydrated, like Dustin Poirier says, go hit yourself some W. Hit that link in the description down below, okay? We're not really making much from it, but I'm like a big fan of this. So I'm like, yo, give me a couple of cents here and there on the orders. So if you do order it, let me know. And I'm going to be hitting the caffeine one during the main card on Saturday. Oh man, I'm going to be all hyped on Dubby. Moss has no feet to show. Yeah, I actually don't have feet. My ankles just go into a nub. I'm like my legs look like crutches. Look like two canes. All right, back to Max.
I talked about this earlier today. I hate talking about it, but you know that Dustin fight was it is what it is, you know. My manager is calling me Muffin Top Max this whole camp, you know. So at the end of the day, that's what it was, you know, for this fight. And
it is what it is. At the end of the day, should be a drinking game in any conversation with Max Holloway, right? So if you hear it is what it is, or at the end of the day, I want you to just go crazy in that chat. I want to hear it, especially at the press conference, okay? Press conference is showing up in about 30 minutes. What is it? 34 minutes and 59 seconds, okay? We'll take you over to the press conference. By the way, what do you guys think? When we do have big press conference reaction shows, should we do a little media scrum like this? Show up a little early. If you like this, let me know with the likes. Hit the like button. Also, let me know in the comments section as well if you like this kind of stuff. Well, we got a super chat, baby. Come on.
Super chat.
Let's go, KJ.
Max is going night-night Bo right in the moosh.
Right in the moosh, baby. Right in the moosh. I hope he doesn't. I hope you're wrong, KJ, man. Thank you for the $5. If we get Juicy Donos tonight, we might play a little. We might do a double stream. We might go over to the Gummy Gang tonight later on, and Jesse's sister got Helldivers as well. We might squad up with the peeps. So if we have a good night of donos, I hope you got some good caffeine in your system, because we're going deep. If we'll see where it goes. Whoa, what's this? Huh? What's going on here? Okay, back to Max. Thank you very much, KJ and Sinosi.
we wanted to put on the right weight. We wanted to put on. We wanted to be smart. We wanted to be strong, but we still wanted to be fast. So I think we found a very even ground, and you guys get to see come Saturday night.
There was a quote from your coach on one of your video blogs where he said, Max already has a BMF belt and it's in his chest. Do you think, comparing your skills to Gaethje's, that this could...
What did they say? Max has a BMF belt and it's in his chest. What? Dude, that's so gay.
Come down to whose heart is bigger, and do you think you beat him in that category?
We see what happens, you know.
What kind of line is that?
We see what happens. I think a true BMF is a guy who, you know, who's willing to fight and go in there like Gladiator days, you know. And he said it before. If he was, like I said, when I'm a Gladiator, he said in Gladiator, he would have fight to the death, you know, in a Coliseum. So the beautiful thing is we get to find out, man. We get to find out. Attrition is going to be a big thing in this sport, I believe. In this fight with him.
We know this fight's not going to suck. We just know it. Max versus Justin. Complete banger of a fight. It's a lock. It's a guarantee that this thing is going to be so good. And will we see Max get finished for the first time? Will we see Max with the BMF belt wrapped around his waist and getting that 155 win against the guy that knocked out Poirier, the guy that's daddy to Max? I mean, there's some pretty good stories. I'm not a big fan of the BMF belt, but I like Max and I like Justin Gaethje. I really do like watching those two fight. So I'm in, man. I'm fucking in. And the Zhang Weili fight, as much as I joke around about Zhang Weili and this and that, I really, truly like her. She's probably one of my favorite female fighters out there. Kayla Harrison has a chance to make a big splash on Saturday. So women's MMA has some good things coming on Saturday. The entire card is completely yoked. I'm very excited. Words can't describe my excitement. Maybe this can.
I'm coming. I'm coming!
Thank you, Yuri. On an excitement level in the chat, 10... And those of you that were here with Justin Gaethje with the racist comment over there, I do not stand for that, okay? So if you missed that, run it back. But Justin Gaethje said something horrible on the show. Let's pretend we didn't hear it. But on a level of 1 to 10, 10 being the most excited you could ever be, where you stand, where's your mindset, where are you for UFC 300 on Saturday? Let me know in the chat. Spam it.
And we'll get to find out.
Max, we're here. Just one last quick one on the jump up to lightweight. Was that a conscious decision after the Dustin fight, like coming off of that? Like, if I ever go back up to lightweight, I have to approach this differently, or was that just a change right now for the Dustin?
I mean, the Dustin fight, I hate talking about it. I hate saying it. They came with an opportunity, and opportunities like that, you do not say no. You know, it was just a time thing.
Yeah, they kind of effed Max. We've spoken about this before. But the UFC gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. If he did refuse it, he'd be fighting for a belt at 145. He would literally be next against Topuria. So that is kind of annoying. I'm sure that bothers Max. The reason why Max is kind of walking around saying, hey, I should, renegotiate my contract and this and that, he has every right to say it. He really does. The UFC kind of did him dirty. They used him for this novelty fight to try to save 300. And I understand why he has a chip on his shoulder. And it's another reason why I hope Max wins this fight. Nothing against Justin Gaethje, but I really would love to see Max get his hand raised.
Justin won, I think it was like 6 weeks or whatever. And if you count down the 2 weeks that you kind of come down from training week, that's like a 4 week. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, real fighters stay ready, like I always said. And I felt like I was ready.
At the end of the day, KC coming in with a deuce.
I had diarrhea at work today. Ooh. Cool face. Hibiscus. 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 Hibiscus, 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 hibiscus.
Thank you. If you have diarrhea, go get the W electrolytes. That will rehydrate you right back up. You'll be good to go. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids and get that electrolytes in your system. W, link in the description. Thank you, Casey. Look at Max's face after that dono.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the donations. Like I said, these donations fly in. We're going to do a bonus Gummy Gang stream. Drop in the Helldivers. I haven't played Helldivers in a minute. So that would be kind of fun. All right, back to Max.
If you go watch that Dustin fight, there's a couple of things that I had to change, and, the outcome is different. You know what I mean? And now we had 10 weeks, 10, 11 weeks. I don't know what it is for this fight. You guys get to see the difference, A lot of people like looking in the past. A lot of people like searching for stuff. They keep forgetting what's right in front of them, And you guys are going to see come Saturday night.
Justin has obviously famously declared himself the most exciting fighter in the UFC. I'm curious, do you agree with that? Or do you...
Justin Gaethje, the most exciting fighter in the UFC. When he was less reserved, 100%. I don't even think it was a question. But this, he's there. He is there. But I think the fact that he's a little less reckless, I don't know. I think guys like Drew Dober are really exciting. I think Michael Chandler, honestly, if you consider Michael Chandler on the roster, he's way more reckless. So I would say Michael Chandler's probably the most, he takes way more chances than Gaethje takes now. Gaethje's very good now. He's pulled it back a little bit. Charles Oliveira, I agree. Charles is very exciting. Although his fight with Tony Ferguson, went back and watched the Tony fight with the Charles Oliveira one. He kind of laid on him and beat him up. I still can't believe he couldn't finish Tony. That's kind of crazy. Anyway. Listen, I'm not saying Justin's not exciting. He is very exciting. I can argue, Dustin Poirier is up there. Vince says Jamahal Hill. There's some I think Jiří Procházka is very exciting. Very, very exciting. So, there was a time I would say yes. I don't know. Let's see what Max says. I think Max is, look at Max. He looks like he's stoned.
You kind of put yourself above that.
How are you going to disagree with him? The guy had, 12 fights in the UFC, 12 bonuses? Brother, that speaks for itself. It is what it is. I'm just excited to be sharing the octagon with him come UFC 300 on a big event like this. When you got a card like this, the spotlight like this on us, being the people main event already, I think we can still show the UFC pushing. Every time I see an ad on UFC for UFC 200, it's me and Justin. So at the end of the day, Tim, Daniel, someone needs to get on the phone with Dana and Hunter, and we're going to talk numbers about some things because it's looking kind of funny.
And Justin said that I think the ideal scenario for him would be doctor stoppage because he doesn't really want to put you out cold because he has respect for you. So I'm curious, what do you think of that prediction?
It's cool, it's cool. I don't want to put the man out cold either, but it's the fight game. That's what we love, Like I said, for 25 minutes, I'm going to go in there. He's going to come for my neck. I'm going to come for his neck. And, after we can hug it out, go get a beer. I don't drink beer. He can get his beer. Maybe I get a shot with him and, we get a pizza or something.
And last one from me. Can I get your thoughts on the main event between Alex and Jamahal?
I think it's going to be a fun one. I think a lot of people are calling out Jamahal just because he's only as good as your last fight. And Jamal's last fight was what? I don't know. How long was he out? 15 months, brother. No one even cares, That's just what it is, And then you see him posting funny videos, and everybody keep hating on him like us fighters don't have a life outside of training. So at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be a crazy fight. Both of them have crazy power. Everybody talk about Alex's power. And I think Jamahal has that crazy power too. How much time he made the man in Johnny Walker do like something crazy after getting hit. That was kind of amazing. So I think it's going to be a tough fight, man. It's a pick'em fight. It's a coin toss, and I'm glad that I get to be here and witness it.
Okay, so there's Max. I want to get a little bit of everybody. Whoa, I'm gone. I want to get a little bit of everyone. Let's see what else. Where's Kayla? I want to get Kayla Harrison. I didn't hear hers. I didn't hear any of these, so. All right, Kayla Harrison. Alrighty. Alrighty, Roo. Here we go.
Hey, Kayla, welcome to the UFC. I mean, you've always wanted to come here and make a splash. I don't know if there could be a bigger splash than you can make that at UFC 300. Now,
I kind of feel bad for Kayla Harrison. Like, she looks like she's sad. You know, like, she's very happy in interviews. She seems like a very nice human being. She's shredded. But I think, like, that physique and her ability comes, it's paired with depression. Does anyone else get that feeling with Kayla Harrison? So, like, when we goof on Kayla a little bit, I kind of feel bad because I don't know. I feel like there's something else there with her. Does anyone get that vibe from her? She has like this confidence in interviews and stuff like that, but then there's some times where her depression shows through, and her face looks like she's depressed. You know, she just looks like she has this inner misery that's inside of her. Is that Chris Jericho? See, yeah, maybe.
Now, fight week, media underway.
Boo for her. Oh, wah. Former PFL champion. Wah. Multi-millionaire. Wah. All right. You know, I'm just trying to find the human side before I make. See, I try to soften the blow before I make fun of her. You know, there's got to be a yin to the yang. How dare you? Come on, just pump the brakes. Let's all pretend we have a heart before we shit on her, okay? Wah! I'm Kayla Harrison. I got a lot of money. Wah! All right, fine.
Hey, Kayla, welcome to the UFC. I mean, you've always wanted to come here and make a splash. I don't know if there could be a bigger splash than you can make that at UFC 300. Now, fight week, media underway. How exactly are you feeling?
You're projecting. What are you fucking talking about, you idiot? What do you mean I'm projecting? I'm trying to soften the blow before I make jokes. You know, I'm trying to soften the blow. I'm trying to show I have a human side, okay? I'm not a complete asshole. I know some people are complete assholes. That's not me. I got a job to do. I don't want her to fucking throw herself off a cliff.
Feeling about this opportunity in front of you?
Thank you. Yeah, I feel great. I'm excited.
What's she wearing? What's on her head? Was that shadowing or?
I've always taken big risks in my career.
She really does look like Woody Harrelson, though. She was great in White Man Can't Jump. The Hunger Games, was he in that?
And this is the
Zombieland.
biggest.
Cheers.
And, UFC 300 versus Holly Holm, new weight class, new promotion, legend of the sport. I'm all in. I'm excited.
You mentioned the weight class. I feel like probably everywhere you go this week, people are saying, how's your weight? How's your weight? How's your weight?
I know.
So how is your weight?
Here we go. Flex on all y'all? No, I'm just kidding. My weight's good. Everything's dialed in. I have a superb team behind me. Eric Pena, the UFC PI, has been helping out. My chef and nutritionist Dara has been making ridiculously delicious meals. So I've been disciplined. I've been dedicated, and it's going to show.
It's weird. She does have some bass in the voice. She's got a lot of muscle that looks a little unnatural. Now, she is in the testing pool, not quite USADA testing, right? But they are drug testing. We saw John Jones get tested. But you got to wonder, has she ever dabbled into some extra stuff? Jesse on Fire in disguise. You think she looks like Jesse on Fire? I kind of could see it. But there's something, she had to have dabbled. This is not genetics, right? What do you guys think? Like, it seems unnatural. Here, let me pull up something real quick. Something doesn't seem right. And I'm not going to say she's cheating, but just something seems off. Let's see, Kayla. Like all these pictures that are circulating. Like this one here. Like, tell me if I'm wrong. But to me, she looks like a guy in this picture, right? Doesn't she not look like a dude in this picture?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let's see. Here's Holly. Damn, Holly. I mean, Holly's 42 years old, so I mean, you got to give her some respect. 42 years old, still looks good. Yeah, doesn't she look? Oh my God. She looks a little weird in this picture, right? I can't put my finger on it, but something doesn't look right. You know? Something looks, am I the only one that sees this? But she doesn't, ever since she got into the UFC, she doesn't look the same. I don't know, maybe it's more muscle. You know, the shoulders and arms a little bigger. All right, here we go. This is what I was trying to get to before I got distracted. Okay, check this out. See, you guys got to let me cook a little bit. You got to let me cook because I got to, you know, warm it up, be nice for a little while, then the inappropriate jokes. But you guys just want to go right into the inappropriate jokes. I see how you work. All right, so here's Kayla Harrison. She was flexing, I think it was for Mike Bone of MMA Junkie. I mean, she is just...
He was
just absolutely shredded. And I don't understand how you can get like this without having some sort of, you know, fishy stuff inside you. I mean, women's bodies don't typically look like this unless you got something going on, right? I mean, any bodybuilders in the chat or any females that look like this in the chat, you know, like that's pretty insane. I bet majority of us guys would be like, damn, I would kill for a body like that. Minus the breasts. Like, I don't need breasts. I already got my own. But, man, I would kill for arms and shoulders that look like that. It's kind of weird looking at a female and saying, wow, I would love to look like that. Dude, I'd be so proud of myself. Like, what could it be? I mean, she does seem like a freak of nature as an athlete, right? And she has been tested her whole life, but did something slip through the cracks? Like, how'd she pull this off? It really is it's fascinating. She's absolutely fascinating. Anyway, let's get back to her. Press conference getting started. If you're just jumping in, press conference will be getting started in 17 minutes and 30 seconds. So stick around for that. By the way, this is the pre-fight press conference pre-show. Welcome to the MMA-Holes. First time ever. We do press conferences, but we've never done the pre-press conference pre-show. The pre-press conference, the pre-fight press conference pre-show. Never done it before. First time. So if you're here for the first pre-fight press conference pre-show.
And we hear fighters sometimes say, oh, that's the battle before the battle, right? Cutting the weight. For you, obviously, it is a new weight class. Do you almost feel like once you've got those scales, it's like just time to have fun at that point? Then it's fight night, you can put on the show and get the job done.
I mean, I'm already having fun. You know, like this is the hay's in the barn. The work is done.
The hay's in the barn.
I get to do this. This is a thing that I chose to do. Like, I'm not sitting behind a desk. I'm not, you know... I don't know.
This circles back to what I was talking about with Justin Gaethje. Like these fighters choosing to do this with their lives. I mean, it's not very glorious, but then again, it paid off for her. She won multiple $1 million checks in PFL, became a champion over there. So it paid off, but what's the price? Does she have a boyfriend? Does she have a husband? Is she in a relationship at all? I know she has kids. I think she adopted a kid, right? It just seems like there's some element of depression that's inside of her. I want to know. I want to know the dark secrets of Kayla Harrison. And why is she wearing a yarmulke? I have no idea.
Nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. This is my job. I'm a fighter. This is what I chose to do, and I'm very blessed to do it. And even the shitty parts, you know, it's all a part of the journey, and it's all shaping me, molding me, and forming me into the best version of myself. So this is all fun for me.
And for Holly Holm, what do we think of her as an opponent welcoming you to this new promotion?
She needs Moss meat? You're saying she needs my meat? She would crush me. She would literally, I feel like if I stuck my penis inside of her, her vagina would trap it. You ever see that movie? What was it called? Teeth? Like, I feel like her vagina she's so powerful that her vagina can rip a dick off someone's body. Like, if she clenches the vagina, like, your dick would just get ripped off your body, you know? Which it would probably feel pretty good until the part where she rips your dick off. You know what I'm saying, boys? Like, if you have that much muscle tone on you, chances are her vagina is so strong and powerful. And yes, she has a vagina. She's a female, boys. I know where you're going. Oh, she don't have a vagina. She's got a dick, right? No, she's got a very meaty, powerful vagina. And you slide your dick into that thing. If you could even get it through the muscle. I'm seeing like muscle, like if you're trying to get in there. Could you imagine the muscle that you have to get through just to penetrate her vagina? And then once you're in there, I mean, you might never get it back. It's like a bear trap. It's probably the best way to put it. Fucking bear trap. That's it. It's gone. Very good analogy. In fact, I should give you a wrench for that. Since we lost a great moderator in Sausage, I got my eye on the chat. We do need a new moderator. Although we have a great pale monkey. We got a great little seal. There might be another wrench thrown out there very soon. So be on your best behavior in the chat, okay? You could be next. Or you could just be a G and just, hit one of the big packages and become a moderator yourself. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's... I don't say legend lightly. I think that it takes a special kind of person to be a UFC champion, to be in the top 10 for so long, to stay relevant and to evolve as much as she's evolved. She has a super high fight IQ. She's got excellent footwork. We know that she has a striking background, but she's evolved into a very well-rounded mixed martial artist, and I think she's probably the toughest test in the division for me. So
now I can't stop thinking of her very muscular vagina.
Yeah, right here. Obviously, there are fight fans that only watch the UFC. They don't really watch other promotions. So I'm curious, have you noticed that a lot of fans already knew who you were, or have you had to kind of introduce yourself to fans or anything like that?
I think it's a mixture of both.
The next moderator has to be fucking someone strong, because I can't have an unstable moderator. I just got to be honest with you guys. You know what I'm saying? If we ever we might never give out another wrench, to be honest. So, we just don't give those things out. We have a paid way of becoming a moderator. And very rarely we'll give something out to the chat. We have great members of the community, but we need someone fucking stable as all hell. Someone that could get through the storms with us, Because if you're not strong, man, I mean, what the fuck? We can't give you a wrench,
There's been a lot of warm welcoming, and a lot of people have shown me
what kind of jacket she wearing? Is this like Carmen's? What is this? The Inspector Gadget? What the fuck is she wearing? What is it? What is this thing?
Love, and a lot of people are like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" So it is what it is.
And what do you make of this UFC bantamweight division? Because obviously in PFL, this wasn't your division, like you said.
Who dressed her? Who let her leave the house wearing that? What is she wearing? What is that?
Well, I guess how closely did you follow the UFC in this division specifically?
I mean, I watched. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a avid watcher. Like, if I'm not in the fight, or if it's not a fight that interests me, I probably don't turn the fights on, just because I got 2 kids and I'm in bed at like 9 p.m. every night.
The fuck is she laughing at? Does anyone know what the hell she was laughing at?
Sure. Like, if I'm not in the fight, or if it's not a fight that interests me, I probably don't turn the fights on, just because I got 2 kids and I'm in bed at like 9 p.m. every night. But anyway, I watched the division. I've been taking notice.
This is why she's single, guys.
Keeping my eye on the pulse, and they need a new queen.
Well, kind of going off that.
I can't see her in a relationship. I just can't see it. Could you imagine? Like, she seems very nice. She's probably a great friend, great training partner, probably even a great mom. But could you imagine being in a relationship with this. She's bigger than you. She's stronger than you. She has a horrific sense of humor. Dustin Diamond over here, been a member for 23 months. Thank you, Dustin Diamond. He says, anyone here from Two Joints? I have. He's all right. He's doing okay. You know, just taking a little breather. But Two Joints is still kicking, still alive and kicking and doing his thing. I'm sure he'll be back. She's amazing in bed. We spoke about that. Awandi, Bear Trap Puss, you know,
Laura Sanko
dangerous
has said like you were what the women's division kind of needed.
Did she adopt all of her kids? Did she ever get pregnant? She doesn't. Is that? Let me know. Is that true? And that's commendable. Like Michael Chandler too. Like if you're adopting kids and then raising them like as if they're your own kids, I have nothing but respect for that. It's a very selfless thing. Like being a parent is a big sacrifice as is, but you look at your kids, you're like, oh my God, that came out of my sack. So you're kind of forced, right? But if you're raising kids that didn't come out of your sack and you're still giving them that love and care that they deserve, I do have so much respect. Did her kids come out of her sack? Does anyone know? Is it all adopted? Because that's pretty cool. I don't know the full story. Anyway, well, let me know in the chat.
Someone like this. So do you kind of feel like, do you agree with that? Like the type of fighter like you that is also can speak on the mic and fight like you do is what this division needed?
Yeah. I mean, I think that, thank you, Laura. I agree 100%.
Here we go. They were adopted niece and nephew. Okay, that sounds familiar. So niece and nephew adopted. What happened? What is the story? What is the backstory? I don't know. I do remember hearing something about that now that you bring that up. But I don't know the full story. See, that's interesting to me. I would love to know how that worked. I'm sure she probably told it a million times. I just never heard it. Her sister's kids. Here we go. Sister is a druggie. Grandma and grandpa didn't want anything to do with them. Well, there you go. You could tell by her face she's been through some shit. She took her sister's kids in. Oh my God. See, that's a good human being right there. That is a great person. Wow. What's up, Doom? Welcome to the chat. You're here just in time. We got 8 minutes till the press conference. Now, when the press conference starts, we're going to play it over here, okay? But let me just say this right now. I stop the shit. I do commentary over it. If you want to see it uncut, uncircumcised, go on over to the UFC's channel. You can watch it for yourself. But here we're going to have fun. We're going to watch this fucking press conference. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to break it down. And we're going to be a big, happy family. You could watch both together, but I'm just telling you, I'm warning you. It's going to be here. Don't worry. Good on Kayla. Okay.
Concur. Court is now in session. The queen has arrived, and Saturday night's going to be...
Court's in session. The queen has arrived. Is that that's two different things? Court is in session. The queen has arrived? The fuck does that even mean?
In session. The queen has arrived, and... Saturday night's going to be...
You know, the queen of the courtroom? Is that what you are? What the fuck? Dude, what did you... what... Kayla. Hold on. Ready, guys? Here we go.
Laura, I agree 100%. I concur. Court is now in session. The queen has arrived, and...
You know, the queen of the court. The court's in session, and the queen has arrived.
Wonderful.
And, Saturday night's going to be, my coming out party. Everyone's going to be put on notice.
The queen of CTE? What the fuck? Do you think after she said that, if she followed up, be like, well, I don't even know what that means. Like, I'll say some pretty stupid things. We stream a lot, so I say a lot of dumb things. And I'll be like, did that even make sense? The queen of the court. Kayla, the queen of the courtroom, Harrison. That should be her new nickname. Bruce needs to announce that. Terry, thank you for being a glorious member for 10 months as the new bull from Night Court. Ooh, how you doing? Thank you. All right, we're just buying some time here. The press conference about to get underway. It's been a glorious pre-fight press conference show. We're about to get to business very soon. Make sure you ground and pound that like button. Okay? Thank you to the new subscribers coming in. Appreciate the donations, the members. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you're having some fun early on a Thursday.
So were you already...
Conor McGregor fight probably going to be announced is the prediction. We'll see.
Planting the seeds with Rocky, you kind of guys were tweeting back.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Look, I get it. If I were
that planting the seed comment, is that a male joke?
Kind of guys were tweeting back.
Yeah. On Saturday night's gonna be, my coming out party. Everyone's gonna be put on notice.
So were you already planting the seeds with Rocky? You kind of guys were tweeting back.
Planting the seed on Rocky. Raquel Pennington's a lesbian. What's going on here? What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Look, I get it. If I were Rocky, I'd fight.
I'm gonna beat her and adopt her kids.
What's her face too?
After I beat Raquel Pennington and take her belt, I'm also gonna adopt her kids. I'll show her.
Juliana too. Yeah.
I'll adopt Juliana's kids as well. I'm gonna beat them all.
Of course, I'd be calling for that fight.
That's right.
And there's two less quick ones for me, unrelated to your fight. Can I get your thoughts on the main event?
And then when Michael Chandler beats Conor McGregor, not only is he going to beat Conor to a bloody pulp, he's going to adopt his kids too. But he's got to spray paint them black first, right? Is that what he's got?
Between Alex and Jamahal and the BMF fight between Max and Justin?
Yeah. Well, I don't know Jamahal super well, but I've met Alex now, and he's a terrifying individual. So, yeah, I'm excited for that one. I think they both have a lot of power. So it's going to be, somebody's going out. And same with Justin and Max. I don't know Max that well, but I've known Justin actually. He was one of the first fighters I met when I signed with the World Series. And he's just crazy, like in all the best ways. He's every fighter's like one of their favorite fighters for a reason. And Max,
that is true. You notice that like Sean Strickland has said that too. Like fighters love Justin Gaethje. That's an incredible like compliment. People that are peers in your sport. Oh, Jesse asked if we did a donation goal for gaming. I don't know. If you guys keep donating, we'll do a gaming stream. If not, I didn't set a goal up. No. Jesse's like foaming at the mouth. She wants to do a gaming stream with Monica. All right. Well, anyway, if you guys do donate, we will do a bonus stream. Okay. Anyway, let's see. We got 4 minutes until the press conference gets underway. Actually, 6 minutes, according to the UFC. So we'll be playing that. Wow, look at that face of Kayla Harrison. It looks like she's belting out a tune right there. And I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. I don't know why Meatloaf. I'm not even a Meatloaf fan. But I feel like that's what she's singing. And she looks like someone that likes Meatloaf, right?
Max too.
Not really. Grilled chicken, probably.
He's beloved by the people and by the fighters, by all of the UFC staff. So he's a good human. It's hard to... You don't want anyone to lose that one almost, like it just sucks.
Monica really wants to get in the Helldivers action. Let's get the donuts.
But I'm expecting fireworks.
Oh, God.
Kayla over here. Right here. Good to see you again. I was wondering...
No, I don't... Oh, I love the food, Meatloaf. Meatloaf as a food is fantastic. Well, I'm not going to say anything bad about Meatloaf. He's passed. Right? Yeah, rest in peace, Meatloaf. But he had great breasts in Fight Club. We'll say that.
Ronda Rousey came out with the book. You obviously were on the judo team.
I was looking, rest in peace, OJ. I was looking online, and there were some people like, oh, man, it's a shame OJ's gone. How sad. I'm like, how is that fucking sad? Right? How is it sad that OJ Simpson died? Like, isn't that a good thing? Dude slaughtered his ex-wife or whatever. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Rest in peace, OJ. Look out.
Man, obviously roommates. She talked about having concussions throughout her career. Were you aware of that or ever given a hint of that back when you guys were competing and around each other?
I know that she had one concussion, but that's really, I can remember one time where I think she had a concussion
this
at a
interview's giving me
tournament
a
in
concussion.
Belgium, but that's the only one I recall. I wasn't her doctor, obviously. I was 16 and trying to stay alive.
To ask you about your career, how important is it for you to get that microphone potentially after a victory and kind of let everybody know that you are that new face to watch in this promotion?
I think it's more important to get my hand raised and to focus on that for sure. But I think you guys all know by now I like to talk a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, I just go with the flow. Like the adrenaline is usually pumping like so much after a fight, it's hard to shut me up. So I'm excited to go talk some shit to Joe Rogan and let him know what's up. It'll be good.
Last one. In a dream scenario, does this UFC run culminate in potentially bringing back Amanda for that big title fight?
I mean, that would be fantastic. You know, I think that, yeah, I want to fight the best. She's the GOAT for a reason. And I would love for her to come back and get pissed off enough to want to come.
I tell you, Kayla Harrison winning is very good for the sport. Kayla Harrison would be interesting if she got in there and just woman-handled Holly Holm. You know? Passing of the torch. It would be very good. So all like goofing aside, the UFC could use Kayla winning for sure. And hopefully she makes weight. That's another thing we got to keep into consideration. You know, Kayla Harrison, even though she looks jacked. I gotta be honest with you. I still want to see Chris Cyborg come back and fight Nuñez in the sequel. Like I want Nuñez to come back out of retirement. I want Chris Cyborg to fight her again, rematch. I'd rather see that, to be honest. Let's go, champ. BHFJ420. Thank you for the 2 months of being a champion. Says she takes the award for horseface.
Wonderful, wonderful.
2 months as a member, and that is what you had to say. There's so many things you could have said. That's what you say, BHFJ? Well, thank you for being a member. Let's see. Made with caramelized onions, tomato paste, and a little beef stock, Worcestershire sauce. Pie slice. What the fuck are you talking about? All right. A little more Kayla. We're minutes away, maybe even seconds away of the UFC 300 press conference. I want you all to smash the like button, excuse me.
I'm back. So.
And it looks like they're getting it kicked off. Okay, we're gonna once it gets going, we will play it over here. By the way, I found out Alex Pereira fans don't like you to say, instead of Chama, Charma. I've been saying Charma, and it really pisses off the Brazilians out there. So if you really want to get under Alex Pereira fans' skin, just say Charma instead of Chama. Just say Charma, okay, guys? People don't like that. And I like Alex Pereira, but it's funny making people, upset. All right. Let's listen to a little bit of this.
So we'll see what happens. But first things.
Oh, boy. Here we go. I'm actually pretty pumped up to see what they got in store. I'm looking forward to the announcement for the UFC press conference.
First Saturday.
Actually, screw this. Let's talk to you guys. Let's get it popping in here. All righty. And I will do anything for love, but I won't. Okay, UFC press conference, baby. Pre-fight. It's going down. Hey, I'm fired up, baby. Let's go, champs. If you're a member of the channel, drop the MMA-Holes emoji over there. Or drop and still or and new. Charmin toilet paper. Don't say Charma. Don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you want to really piss off some people. Alex Pereira. And I won't do. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is exciting, guys. Here we go. This is exciting. All right, I'm fired up. So we have the new, excuse me, our latest short. We have the new UFC trailer. Okay, the new UFC trailer has dropped. It's on our channel. Go hit the like button on that to check it out for yourself. This panel for the UFC card will be the first time ever where everyone on the card will be on the dais here. So this is going to be a big group of people that are going to be on the panel. The McGregor announcement, I see in their chat, they're saying McGregor secret main event. Dude, we know that's not going to happen, but you never know, man. You never know. Imagine a secret fight thrown on the card. So many things, so many questions. Will this card stay as is? Maybe they're going to throw a curveball at us. Who knows? Or maybe we'll just hear about the announcement of the notorious Conor McGregor. But we are almost underway, and I am actually very excited. I feel like a big kid right now. Chael introduced soap to Brazil. Holly is 42. Holy shit. Yeah, Holly Holm is 42 years of age. Still doing it. Still doing it. I mean, a win here could put her right in play again. Knox versus Dalton, main events. He will definitely be at 300, says Justin. Very possible. Very likely. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Oh, shit. They're all on the stage. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, friends.
UFC 300 press conference.
Here we go. They're all on stage, baby.
But the action Saturday moves across the street to the...
All right, I gotta turn off this music real quick. Let's turn this off. Filter this off. Let's give you guys what you deserve. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, champs. Here we go. There's the boss man, Dana. There's the panel over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that they have everyone on stage already.
Up Las Vegas, how are you guys? Welcome to the press conference for UFC 300. Thanks for coming out today. Got the first question.
Who's got it?
Dana, just a quick one to start out with you. Obviously, it's a big moment here. There's been a lot of rumors and hints being placed on social media. Any big announcements you want to kick this thing off with today?
Don't believe anything you read on the internet.
Fair enough. All right. We'll start with Alex, please. Alex, you've fought the best strikers in the world, of course. So I'm just curious, where you think Jamahal ranks in terms of striking, if you believe that he's going to be willing to stand and trade with you on Saturday?
Alex, você lutou contra os melhores trocadores no mundo. Em que posição você coloca Jamahal Hill nesse momento?
Bom, Jamahal Hill, para mim, como falei em algumas entrevistas, estaria ali no quarto colocado. Eu acho que...
Yeah, it doesn't look like... I don't know. Maybe they'll drop it at the end of the press conference. We'll see.
Mas eu colocaria ele em quarto lugar ali.
Jamahal Hill, I put him in a fourth position. I've said this in a couple of interviews. I think it's a very good matchup for me, but I will put him in fourth place.
All right. Jamahal,
fourth.
I'll ask you as well. Obviously, this is a big moment for you. It's been a journey to get here. What would be most sweet about this victory? Is it getting the belt back? Is it maybe shutting up some people that have doubted you? Like, what does this represent for you?
Oh, make no doubt, I'm here to put him out. He got to go to sleep. Only one way to this end. It's okay with him ranking me as fourth. I'm okay with that. You know, whatever his opinions are, whatever. We're going to get in there and see. That's all. We're going to get in there and see. You already know how I'm coming.
Pretty confident.
Thank you, Jamahal. Quickly, I want to ask for Holly Holm, please. Holly, what was it about this matchup that intrigued you, right? That you were willing to say, yes, I'll step up and I'll welcome Kayla to the UFC?
You know, my whole life, I always want to fight the best to be the best, and I want the biggest challenges, and that's what this is for me. So it excited me, and I'm ready to take it on.
She's very nervous.
And I'm going out there for a victory.
And she's also starting to look like Rocky Dennis a little bit, no?
Thank you, Holly. And Kayla, I just want to say as well, obviously, welcome to the UFC. Obviously, you know, an MMA champion at this point, a gold medalist, but where does this moment...
Wow, Kayla's really dolled up. She really spackled on the makeup. She got the layers on top of layers, the fake eyelashes.
Stand this opportunity, heck, even this press conference, this crowd, where does it stand in your career thus far?
Well, shit, UFC Las Vegas, what's up?
You hear the bass in the voice? Oh, shit!
Damn, it feels good. I got two things on my mind right now. It's a belt and a burger. I can't.
And cock. You know, it would be funny if she was like, I got three things on my mind. A belt, a burger, and a veiny cock. Am I right, boys? Why can't they just say that, right? Kayla, let me write your lines for you.
Can't wait. Holly's a great opponent. She's a legend of the sport. I'm super excited to be here. I'm humbled. I'm grateful for the opportunity. And we're going to throw down on Saturday night.
All right, there we go.
There's a question for the BMF.
All right, let me know in the chat. Will the fight suck, yes or no? Kayla Harrison versus Holly Holm. Will this be an exciting fight, a good matchup, or will this be a grinding 3-round affair? Let me know in the chat.
Champion Justin Gaethje. Justin, a big topic of this fight has been Max's chin. We spoke about it at the media day yesterday. Do you believe, when you look at the wars he's been in, that he might be the most durable opponent you've ever faced?
The most adorable opponent?
Yeah, I think so. He's an absolute warrior. That's why I've loved watching every single one of his fights. But more importantly, I'm fucking pumped to be on this card. The energy in the building is going to be insane.
Nice.
And I got the perfect dance partner for this shit. We're both going to go out there, try to hurt each other. I don't care how much he likes me or I like him. Our job is to fucking hurt each other, and that's what we're here for.
Nice. Like it.
You just mentioned there that this is the...
You notice that the pacing of this is very fast, so they probably told the media members, get in line, bang out the questions quick. We have a lot of people on stage. This seems like it's pre-planned. It almost seems like it was pre-taped, right? We don't usually see a press conference that has a quick flow like this. So I think there will be an announcement, guys. I think there's going to be an announcement at the end of the press conference.
Perfect dance partner. You are the BMF champion. You're the one who knows best. Is this guy a perfect contender for that belt, the BMF title?
Absolutely. He's a legend. Future Hall of Famer.
It does seem edited, right? It's weird.
You know, fan favorite. That's what we both are. That's why you guys love this fight. That's why we're winning every poll when it comes to the people's main event. And I thank you guys for that.
Question for Max. Max, you are moving up in weight.
They love his haircut. That's the only reason why they're cheering like that.
You are moving up in weight. I know you've put on some muscle for this fight, but traditionally the guy moving up has a higher pace. Do you think your pace can outwork Justin's, and that's how you win this fight?
The beautiful thing is we find out. It is what it is. Saturday night, man. I can't wait. Justin's a legend. You know, I saw some comments saying that he don't want to stick around Sunday, so I'm gonna go out there and fight my hardest.
By the way, real quick, they have 98,000 people watching this press conference on the UFC's page. 98,000 people. That is pretty nuts. That's a lot of fucking people. Now 99, almost 100K watching.
Question for Charles Oliveira. Charles, you have fought the best of the best in this division. Legends. You yourself are a Hall of Famer in the future. Where does Arman rank up against the guys you've fought already?
Charles, você lutou contra os melhores dos melhores, lenda.
What did Charles Oliveira, did he look for a first of all, he looks like Gru from Minions, just shave his head with that face. He also, what did he, like, jump a pit boss and steal their jacket? Was he at the Mandalay Bay and said, "Hey, I need a blazer," and fucking, like, I don't know, hit him with a spinning elbow or some shit? And why is he like Gru over there? Like he's got a bunch of minions in his back pocket.
Você vai entrar pro Hall da Fama no futuro. Onde é que o Arman entra nesse ranking de pessoas que lutam?
Olha, com certeza, né? Um cara duríssimo, como eu falei, merece todo o respeito. Hoje se encontra em quarto, quinto do ranking, né? Já lutei contra os grandes nomes, Dust Gate, Dust Poirier, Max Holloway. Se eu for falar, vou falar de vários nomes aqui. Então, hoje ele é o quarto do ranking, merece todo o respeito do mundo. Mas estão falando do Leão, o Leão é embaçado. O dono dessa divisão, Charles Oliveira, Charles do Bronx.
Surely, he's a tough guy. You know, I fought against the best, but right now he's 4th, 5th in the ranking. Listen, I fought against Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway. I'm not even going to name them all here because I fought so many of them. Right now, he's in the spot 4th or 5th, but you know what? I'm the lion. I'm a tricky lion, and I'm the owner. I own this division.
One thing about Charles Oliveira, other than he's a very exciting guy, his face-offs, usually, although his last one, not so much, but usually his face-offs are vicious. Ceremonial weigh-ins, everything is done. I love watching Charles Oliveira stare into his opponent's eyes, and like that war face that Charles has is one of a kind.
Arman, when you hear that must get you excited. A chance to fight a legend in Charles. What exactly would it mean to you in your career to have a win over that man on Saturday?
Whoa. They're definitely Team Charles. I smash him.
Yeah.
Why is Arman getting hate? He's like the nicest dude. He's such a nice guy. Like, and he speaks English too. Like, what the? I mean, maybe there's a lot of Brazilians in the crowd. That's probably what it is, I guess.
I was expecting this. I'm so happy to be here and especially fight for the contender number one.
Why are they booing him?
I'm so excited to beat him, and I know I can do that, and I'm gonna fight for the title.
I don't know. Like, I am rooting for Charles, but I'm starting to lean, like, start rooting for Arman. I'm gonna bet on Charles. I like Charles a lot. But Arman is like such a cool dude lately. Like what I've seen him in interviews, seems like such a nice dude. And see him getting shit on by the fans and stuff like that. And that Q&A that they did not too long ago. I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for Arman a little bit.
Question for the champion.
I like both of them.
In the back. Obviously, we've talked about the magnitude of this fight and the importance of it for your country. But when
I'm embarrassed I live in the same state as this guy. It's really, it almost makes me want to move. Just put the house on the market. We live in the same state as this fucking weirdo. Sorry.
Look across the octagon, you see Jan.
He just gets weirder and weirder every time I see him. Like, what does he got? What does he got? Clothespins? No, safety pins in his ear? Like, what the fuck's going on?
What exactly does she bring that you haven't seen in the octagon?
我们都知道这场比赛对于你来意味着什么，对于这个国家意味着什么。那么当你
I tell you, the Chinese Conan O'Brien, big fan.
看到小南的时候，你觉得他身上具有什么样的特质和他的技能，让你觉得他会成为你的对手？
Wait till Moicano hits the mic.
Hello, everybody.
Let's go. Hello, everybody.
I respect Xiaonan. Xiaonan is very strong.
Wow, her English is getting pretty good.
Mental, heart, body, very strong. I respect. Thank you.
Good for you.
Similar question for her opponent, Jan.
God, I hope she wins.
See Wei Li, a lot of people describe her as the perfect fighter with very few weaknesses. I'm curious, do you agree with that assessment, and what are you expecting from her on Saturday?
对小南同样的问题，大家都知道，韦力是一个很全面的选手。那么星期六，明天晚上，你觉得他能够对你带来什么样的威胁？
我觉得我们互相都会带来威胁，不光是他，我们互相的。
Yeah, I think we have the mutual respect to each other, and I do think both of us can
Two Joints would love her. It's right up Two Joints' alley right here.
give a big threat to each other as well.
114,000 in the UFC chat right now. 114,000 people. So I guess the buzz is there.
Question for Bo Nickel. Obviously, at Media Day, you said that your opponent, Cody, given he's also a former wrestler, he could present you problems that you hadn't yet faced in the octagon. So I'm curious, when you do break down Cody, what are some of those things?
You notice? Yeah, see, the media is strategically going to each fighter. This is all pre-planned. Everyone's getting a question. It's kind of weak. I mean, I don't know.
Things that he brings.
It's almost like they gave the media certain questions to ask. Like, it just feels weird.
Well, obviously, you've seen in his past fights that he's been able to get takedowns. He's been able to defend takedowns, and none of my opponents.
Was he just getting booed? Did I hear that correctly? Was Bo Nickel getting booed in America?
Thus far, I've had a strong wrestling background, but I'm just looking forward to going out there competing tonight. I know a lot of people are upset about where I'm at on the card for whatever reason, but I'm just excited.
Yo, it's so funny, man. Your own country's turning on you, bro. Like, you gotta pull it together, man.
And gonna go put on the best performance of my career thus far this Saturday.
See, I'm not the only one. This guy is weird, man. Like, he's a weird dude.
The question for opponent.
I bet there's a part of him like, holy shit, what did I do? Am I just that much of a dick? It's so funny, man. All you need is a couple of wins against like actual legit opponents, and this could all change. But let me know in the chat. Are you Team Bo? Are you anti-Bo? Let me know. Boo Nickel? Mr. Boo Nickel? Nickel?
Cody. Obviously, you heard what Bo said. He believes you can present problems that he hasn't yet faced in the octagon. But you also said that you think this is the perfect time to face Bo because you can get him early. So when you do break down Bo's skills, what are some of the holes you think you can exploit?
Well, he's never been through the fire at all. I've had my ups and downs in the UFC, but that kind of makes you. And he's never had to face that. It's my job to go in there and make him answer those questions.
He looks like a homeless guy that they just did up. When they homeless, you ever see those videos of homeless people with makeovers? That's what Brundage looks like. He looks like a dude that they found on the street and they're like, let's fix this guy up. Right? Doesn't he look like he just went through a makeover? Like, this looks very uncomfortable. This is not how he really dresses. He usually wears borrowed clothes or some shit like that.
Question Saturday.
Questions for Money Moicano in the back.
What's up?
Obviously,
Money.
You've been on this. You've been calling for money. Moicano wants
Louder,
money.
brother, not listening.
It's going to be pretty difficult to get a bonus up there with all those opponents, those fighters next to you. So what do you have to do on Saturday to ensure you do get that bonus against Jalen?
It's gonna be hard to get the bonus. Many champions. It's a good fight. What's up, America? What's up, Las Vegas? Let me tell you something. Before I answer, you are gonna say something. UFC 100, I was watching UFC in my fucking couch. UFC 200, the fucking same. Now I'm here, UFC 300, and it's going to be a show, we're gonna get the bonus. I'm gonna get the bonus.
Let's go, Money.
Similar question for Jalen.
Let's go.
Moicano obviously calls that he's going to get the bonus. Are you even focusing on something like that, or are you just focused on getting the job done against Renato?
I'm getting the job done at the end of the night, you know what I mean? Like we all see, there's
It'd be funny to be like, I'm just going to turn him into Bobby Green.
Many champions, there's so many great fights on this card. It's going to be hard. You should give us all a bonus if we get a finish. How about that? Yeah.
Do you think Bobby Green's having PTSD of being on the same stage with the guy that took his soul? Like, Bobby's never going to be the same after that fight.
Well, I'm just going to go in there and do my job.
Like, that's the question you got to ask Bobby Green. Hey, Bobby, how does it feel to be on the stage with the guy that literally almost killed you?
Question for Aljamain Sterling. Aljo, it's the night before your featherweight debut. How different do you feel right now than when you were cutting to 135?
Well, I have a lot more energy. I could talk to people. I'm not as irritated. It's nice to be out here and enjoy the press conference and see everybody out here. Man, this is such a huge event. I'm honored, I'm privileged to be a part of this, and I've had a long career with the UFC. I'm grateful for everything I've done and accomplished, and Saturday night I'm looking to accomplish a lot more great things.
And for Calvin, you're about an arm's length from Aljo right now.
Wow, no cringe. He's pretty serious about this. I tell you, he's in a tough fight. Him and Calvin Kattar, I mean, I keep going back and forth. I still haven't made an official prediction. Like, I'm leaning towards Aljo, but I'm starting to lean towards Calvin. Let me hear what he has to say here.
Fought a lot of the best featherweights in the world. How does he look? Does he look like a real featherweight right now to you?
Not really focused on Aljo, to be honest. Just focused on myself. It's been 18 months since I stepped back in the octagon, and I'm here to let the featherweights know that I'm back. And can't pick a better fight card to be a part of than historic UFC 300, and I'm honored and grateful.
And for Deiveson Figueiredo, Deiveson, yesterday Cody Garbrandt said at the media day that he's the one who asked for this fight and you didn't really want it. What's your reaction to those comments? Were you the one that wanted this fight as well?
Davidson, ontem no Media Day o Cody Garbrandt falou que ele tem pedido por essa luta, mas você não queria. O que você tem para falar para ele hoje?
Boa noite, galera. Eu tenho para falar pro Cody hoje. A galera tá acostumada a chegar aqui e me ver sempre xingando o Brandon Moreno, mas hoje tô lutando com outro cara. E, pô, I love you, Brandon Moreno. No more.
I love you, Brandon Moreno.
Cara, eu não tenho nada pra falar pra esse cara. Eu só desejo sorte pra ele e que Deus abençoe a vida dele. Eu só quero entrar.
Right, what do you got?
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to say, I know everybody's used to me just yelling at Brandon Moreno. Things have changed. I'm fighting a new guy. I love you, Brandon Moreno. Sorry, the game has changed. Well, I'm going to fight a new guy, finally. You know what? I got nothing to say to this guy. I just say, God bless him. I wish him nothing but the best. Hey, we're going to fight. I'm going to get the victory on Saturday.
Yeah, Cody's starting to look more trans. He kind of looks like a trans Jack Nicholson. Or no, what was his name? What was that guy's name? Shit. Christian Slater? Cody Garbrandt's like turning into Christian Slater out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck?
And just for Cody, you've been waiting a long time to get your hands on this guy. 2 different divisions. One was a title fight before. It didn't happen. How excited are you to finally fight him on Saturday?
Let's give a big shout out to the UFC for putting this card together. Look how
many shout out to trans Christian Slater.
Amazing athletes are on this stage. You guys are in for a treat come Saturday night, and I'm ready to kick it off against former.
What kind of Cody Garbrandt do you like? Do you like trans Christian Slater, or do you like? Which no love were you a fan of? Let me know in the chat.
World champion, a fight that I've wanted for so long, 4 years in the making. Here we are at bantamweight, and I'm ready to take over the throne again.
And just 2 quick ones for you, Dana. I talked to both Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje this past week, and they told me they want Mark Coleman to wrap the BMF belt around the winner on Saturday night.
Oh, shit.
What do you think of this idea? Can we make this happen?
Yeah.
Talking to me, what'd you ask me?
Both Max and Justin told me they want Mark Coleman to wrap the BMF belt.
Done.
Yeah, let's go. Look, he even licked his lips. He's dead serious about this. Done. Well, watch the lip licking.
Wrap the BMF belt.
Done.
Lick it, Dana. Lick it. There you go.
And they also said for this special event, they would love to see the bonuses raised from $50,000. Can we do something special for this Saturday?
What did you say?
Uh-oh.
Both guys want bonuses raised from $50K for this special card. Can we make this happen?
What should it be raised to?
3 times.
100,000.
300. Go 3 times.
300.
300.
300. It's done.
Let's go.
Is this staged? Yo, bro. I'm sorry, guys. Come on, man. Come on.
300.
First of all, you got fighters begging him for these are professional athletes. They're begging him. This is a weird sight.
3 times.
100,000.
300. Go 3 times.
300.
300.
300. It's done.
Let's go.
They're going to give out 1 bonus. Wow. 300,000 for the bonuses. Whoa. This does feel mega staged, though. I'm sorry. For some reason, this feels like this is all pre-planned. Plan a media member in there. Let's get it fired up. Let's get the juice going. I don't know. I got the business hat on right now. It does, WWE crap. All of this feels, prepackaged, but good on these fighters. They definitely deserve that money for sure.
Stop asking me questions.
Yeah, I you know what I'm saying? I don't know. If you guys like that stuff, it's all good. I'm glad the fighters are getting paid, but listen. At the end of the day, this is very planned. Everything feels very planned right now. You got the fighters acting like these guys over here should be getting this money already. This shouldn't be a big thing. They should already be getting $300K for bonuses. You know what I'm saying? What are we getting excited about? This should already be happening.
My question's
good for them. They fought for it. They got it. Come on, guys. This is fucking nonsense. Look at the smile on Dana's face. He's like, they're eating it up, motherfuckers. This is all a fucking shtick. The crowd's like, yeah, look, I was here for history. Come on, man. This is a business, baby. It's a business. Look at him. Look at the evil grin on his face. I love Dana, man. This is a fucking businessman. Business move. Selling a fight. Dude, he is playing everyone like a fiddle. The whole crowd is eating out of his hands. This guy's a legend. He's a fucking legend. Look at this. The fighters are like, yeah. They're going to fucking hoist him in the crowd. They're going to pass him around like he's Superman. Like he's just died for everyone's sins. Look at this guy. He's a martyr now. Look at these monkeys in the crowd.
Go ahead, who has the next one?
Come on.
Question for Bobby King
Green. It's so funny, man.
Jim fucking Miller. This fight has been 10 years in the making. Are you guys just happy that it's finally happening? And are you also kind of avoiding ladders and black cats and broken mirrors that it's not going to be done?
Absolutely. Bobby's been around for a long time.
I tell you what, man. I love Jim Miller. His head keeps on growing. It's a fantastic thing. It just gets bigger and bigger. Every event, Jim Miller, like Max Holloway's nose, Jim Miller's head just somehow just gets bigger and bigger. It's a phenomenon. Let's go, Jim.
I'm a fan of the way he fights. He's definitely got an interesting style. And, you know, I just love sharing the octagon with guys that I've been watching fight for so long. So I'm super excited for this fight. You know, like I said, it's been 10 years in the making. And, yeah, like, no better card than to finally get to do it at UFC 300.
Wow, look at this fucking crowd. Holy shit. Let's fucking go. I'm assuming all y'all gonna be there tomorrow. Everybody's coming to the show, right? I'm gonna throw my jersey out. Please catch that motherfucker, you know? Your question, it seemed like it was more hinted towards me than him, you know? I'm a soldier, bro, and I do everything to put it all on the line. Like, I had to fight 2 weeks notice. I cut 30 pounds. I made the weight, but after I didn't make the weight, my lungs collapsed, my kidneys failed, I was in a hospital for a week, you know? Shit fucking happens. But with that $300,000 bonus, I'm going fucking in. I ain't missing shit.
Yeah, I tell you what, whether it's staged or not staged, the fact that they got the fighters eating out of their hands now, like $300K for a bonus, yo, these guys are going to be going in there ravenous. There's going to be juice. People are going to be looking for that bonus. So well played by the UFC.
And then one final one for Dana White. Dana, what color is the canvas going to be on Saturday?
Good question.
Blue. Blue. Go ahead.
Question for Sadiq Youssef. Sadiq!
Hey, Super
You're the star of Disney Plus. What would it mean to you to be the star of UFC 300 this Saturday?
Man, this is a hell of a card to try to stand out at, man. Speaking for us on the prelims, Dana, I think it'll only be fair if we get bonuses for each section of the card. With all the stars that's out here, man, you gotta make a prelim bonus, a post prelim, and then the main card bonus, please.
There's $1.2 million in bonuses. Fight your ass off on Saturday.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Question for Diego Lopez. Diego.
Hey, at least you tried.
One of the stars alone.
Fighters just begging. Please, Dana, pay us what we deserve. Please. Now you're going to hear all the people online. You're going to hear it. There's going to be an influx on X of people going out there saying fighters shouldn't have to do this. The fighter pay is a joke, blah, blah. It's just going to be the fucking Karens are going to just flood the interwebs. Watch, you're going to see it. Everyone's going to start freaking out online. The UFC fighters shouldn't be doing this. It's an embarrassment to the sport. Get ready for the articles.
Elbow Jim, one of the stars coming out of Brazil. What would it mean to you to represent on Saturday?
Diego, una de las estrellas de Brasil.
Damn, Sadiq is getting no love. It's the Diego show, baby. But the Brazilians are rolling deep.
Jim, ¿qué significa para ti representar a ambos el sábado?
Oh boy, Sadiq's, he's in over his head.
Pues significa mucho para mí ser de los representantes de habla hispana acá en UFC 300. Pues estoy muy feliz, muy emocionado de representar toda mi gente que está en Brasil, apoyándome, toda mi gente que está.
Emotional. I'm very proud of being the only representative of a country from a Spanish-speaking country in the UFC, and also representing my Brazil for all of you out there in Latin America, in Brazil. Thank you so much. That's why I'm here. That's what we're here for. Let's go.
Alexander Rakic. It's been a long time. Are you ready to win the Battle of Europe this Saturday?
Absolutely. I mean, after almost 2 years of layoff, what a comeback on UFC 300.
Yeah, boo him!
Can't wait to step in the octagon on Saturday night and to show the world who King of Europe is and after of the world.
And the question for Jiří Procházka.
Yeah!
Jiří, the fans are ready to see the return of the samurai. Are you going to bring him on Saturday?
Let's go, Jiří.
I'm not looking to be the king of Europe. I'm looking to be the king of the world. So watch my return after that fight. I want to be targeted for the title again.
Kayla Harrison.
Kayla, you said not everybody knows who you are yet because this is your UFC debut. What do they have to look forward to on Saturday when they see Kayla Harrison in the cage?
I don't know. You guys ever seen me throw an elbow? Get ready for some elbows, okay? It's going to be ground and pound. It's going to be nasty, and there's going to be a lot of blood on the canvas Saturday night.
Jéssica, ano passado você teve uma fase ruim, pessoalmente, profissionalmente. Em algum momento, durante essa confiança...
Last year, you admitted to professionally and personally. Did you lose your confidence at any point? Or did you think at any point the organization was going to lose their confidence in you and the fans would lose their confidence in you?
Acho que medo todos nós temos, né? Ainda mais quando a gente vem de 3 derrotas consecutivas. Medo a gente sempre tem, mas dentro de mim existe leão. Tenho certeza em mim porque
Straight losses, but you know what? There's a lion inside of me, and that lion has not stopped roaring. You can bet on Saturday I'm gonna be back, and the UFC can continue to trust me, and everyone else can continue to trust me because Jessica's back. Jessica ain't dead.
Marina, nessa semana você deixou claro que você vencendo no sábado, sua próxima luta é pelo cinturão. Eu te pergunto, o palco está montado. O que você diria agora para convencer o seu patrão e os fãs aqui que essa chance é sua?
Marina, you said this past week that after this fight, next up is a title shot. The stage is set. What would you tell the boss to say, hey, give me a chance?
Okay, take a look at Marina Rodriguez. Hit the like button before we continue on the press conference. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I need you to smash up that like button right fucking now.
In the realm of digital dominion where likes of reign supreme, when your song of praise emerges bow down to the social meme. Like a meme, like a pawn, like the masses they do aspire. For the MMA-Holes demand it, the like button they require. Hit the like, the MMA-Holes wants you to hit the like, the like, the MMA-Holes wants you to hit the like. Ready till the like button shall ascend. For the power of the light, no one can comprehend.
Come on!
I'm next.
o cenário é perfeito. Eu vou nocautear a Jéssica Andrade. Respeito muito ela, mas essa noite vai ser minha e a minha próxima adversária vai estar no mesmo card. Não interessa, eu vou pegar uma garota chinesa na próxima luta.
The stage is perfect. Everything's set up. I'm going to knock Jessica out. All the respect in the world, but it's perfect. I'm going to get this, I'm going to get the win, and I'm next for the title. You know, my opponent is right here on the card, and it's going to be a girl from China.
Charles e Poatan, essa pergunta é para vocês. Vocês são brasileiros, não falam inglês, mas toda a luta que vocês fazem no você acha que justamente por não...
For Alex, you are Brazilian and you don't speak English, but it doesn't matter where you are in North America. You're always a standing ovation. You're fan favorites. Do you think that because of the fact that you don't speak English, you don't tap into all those people and more people would love you for it? Or is it the mystery of not speaking English that people are curious and interested in your personality?
Bom, acho que as coisas estão acontecendo e tem que acontecer desse jeito. Eu tenho as minhas dificuldades.
Wait on Alex Pereira. Chama. Drop the chamas in the chat if you team Alex. Pale Monkey has just gifted a double champ membership, and Crypto Crayon just got it. Thank you for the gifted membership. Like I said before, if the donations fly in tonight, we will do a Gummy Gang stream where we play Helldivers with Jesse and Monica, but it's up to you to unlock that. Thank you, Pale Monkey, for being wonderful, wonderful.
Pra aprender o inglês, mas, pô, a galera tá me aceitando. que não falam inglês, muito feliz com isso.
Long time. You know, I have a lot of difficulty, but it doesn't matter. People have accepted me. A lot of people have criticized me. They say, you know, they don't accept people who don't speak English, but it does not matter.
Yes.
It does not matter because they've accepted me, and I'm very happy for it. So thank you so much. Shama.
Charmin.
Cara, com certeza, aprender inglês é mais fácil de comunicar. Mas de verdade, o amor é universal, todo mundo sabe do amor, o carinho que a gente tem um pelo outro. Eu sou muito grato por tudo, sou muito grato por esse carinho gigantesco. Meu amor por vocês é gigante.
Of course, speaking English is easy, would be easy to communicate, but you know what? Love is universal, and I feel the love. So thank you so much for the love, and I feel the love from everybody.
It is true. Like, if you think about Pereira and Charles Oliveira, the fact that there's the language barrier, yet still very loved by the fans, it just shows how much fun they are to watch fight and how likable they are. Like, it's a credit to them, right? For being able to translate to us dumb monkeys that speak English.
Giant, it's my love for you. It's enormous.
Question for Max Holloway to your right. Max, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but if you win this Saturday, you become the first fighter to hold interim, undisputed, in the BMF title. A feat that likely won't be replicated. How much of an honor would that be for you?
Brother, without that record, I couldn't care less. You know, I'm excited that I got Justin Gaethje in front of me, and like all you guys like, I love it. It's gonna be violent. So now there's 300K on the line. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be even more violent. So I can't wait for it.
Question for Dana down here. The UFC throughout the years have always topped the biggest moments. How do you think you're going to be able to top this card, which is widely considered like the greatest in combat sports history?
Yeah, we say that every year. How are we going to beat last year? After 100, we said, how do we beat 100? How do we beat 200? We always seem to figure it out. You know, it's one of the challenging things about this business that pretty much everybody in the company loves. It's what we do.
You put sweet dreams in the main event.
One more question, Dana. There's rumors that you're going to be going back to the UK in the July. Manchester has been touted as a possible location. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah.
Can you give us a date?
Huh?
Can you give us a date, perhaps?
Nope. When we get it done, we'll let you know, but we're definitely going to Manchester.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This question is for Arman. Arman, your fight with Charles coincides with Armenian Heritage Month. Talk to me about the support that you've been getting from Armenian fans around the world in the lead up to this fight, and especially after you got that knockout against Benil.
Yeah, I represent Armenia. I'm so proud of. And Saturday, a lot of Armenian fans is coming to watch my fight, and I'm so excited. And I'm gonna get that victory for you guys, definitely.
This question is for the great Jim Miller.
Jim fucking Miller.
Oh, I know this guy. What the hell's his name? David Potter. I know him very well, actually.
You are undefeated at 100 events. You won at UFC 100, UFC 200. How do you plan on keeping that streak alive? And if you win, will you come back at UFC 400?
You know, my goal was always to make it my fight to my strengths, keep the pressure on him. You know, it's going to be a fun fight, and yeah, that's always my goal when I come into the fight, right? As for UFC 400, if the bonuses are 400K, then yeah, I'm fucking back.
Dana, can we make the bonuses 400, please? Can we do that? So Dana White, you have stacked the card. It's an incredible card. Your partners just had WrestleMania last week. In your personal assessment, does this top WrestleMania?
I don't know a lot about WrestleMania, so I have no idea. But I stay in my lane. We do what we do. And yeah, we're very pumped and excited for this card on Saturday night.
And one more question for you. Every 100 events that happen, it's era-defining in the evolution of combat sports and the UFC. For you, the last 100 events leading up to 300, how was this era-defining in the evolution of combat sports and the UFC?
Well, I think that we just, you know, like I said earlier, every year we seem to beat what we did last year. We continue to go into new territories. We will this year, too. We're going to do an incredible card in Saudi Arabia pretty soon. And going back to, we're literally working on Africa right now. We will probably do Africa this year, too. So
This year. They'll probably do Africa this year. Wow. I don't know about that. Do you think they'll be able to squeeze it in before the year is up?
Every year we hit these milestones and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and growing the business and growing the sport.
You're the man, Dana. Thank you. Question for Dana.
It's David Potter. Yeah, he's a good dude. Go follow him on Instagram. He's actually a really nice guy. Even though he comes across as a complete nut job, he's actually a cool dude.
During media day, Jessica Andrade spoke about a potential female BMF title. Is that something you guys would be open to doing further down the line?
I think the BMF goes for either. Could be for men or women. It's not. There's a men or women.
Oh, no. Who the fuck? Female BMF? Nah, man. Let's just get rid of the fucking belt.
Women's BMF title. You either are or you are not.
So what is a woman going to fight to... Oh, my God. So that means... If a card sucks and they can't figure out how to put a champion on there, they're going to put a female BMF fight together? Bro, like, I'm going to jump off a roof.
And a question for Jamahal. I see the interesting choice of water bottle right there. Can you speak a little bit more about it?
Just getting acquainted with the visual that I plan on seeing on Saturday night.
That's a chama with a bloody nose. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna hold that head up high.
Eu vou fazer ele lembrar desse momento aqui, quando eu estiver entrando no octógono, quando estiver tocando a minha música, ele vai lembrar desse momento.
I'll make him remember this moment when I'm in my walkout about to go into the octagon and my music is playing. I'll make him remember this moment.
Yo, look at...
Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. If we getting it in, when you step in there with me, ain't nothing to talk about, ain't nothing to say. It's all right here and I'm on your ass.
yo, the look of Pereira, where that stone look it's so fucking cool. Now Jamal's getting all Detroit right now. Oh man. All right, I'm getting into this. Let's go.
Question for Aljamain Sterling.
Yo, he's fired up. Even though Pereira had no idea what he was saying.
Just now, it was the first time in a long time.
Let's go.
Cheers going.
That little stare, right? Hold on. Let's back that shit up. Watch this shit, man. That cold look after he said it.
I'll make him remember this moment when I'm in my walkout about to go into the octagon and my music is playing.
Look at that.
I'll make him remember this moment.
Look at the look on his face, man. Just looking through Jamahal. Oh, man, it gives you chills, man. It gives you chills. Now he got Jamahal fired up. They got $300K bonuses on the line. Did Pereira get in Jamal's head?
Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. If we getting it in, when you step in there with me, ain't nothing to talk about, ain't nothing to say. It's all right here and I'm on your ass.
I'm on your ass. Let's go.
Question for Aljamain Sterling. When you spoke just now, it was a...
They didn't even translate it to Alex, so Alex has no idea what the hell he said.
First time in a long time where we heard some cheers going towards you. How did that feel? And is that extra motivation for your featherweight debut?
You know what? It's actually kind of nice to get a couple of cheers.
I was like, he's going to cry. They love me.
Man, it's been such a long ride, man. I'm just excited to be back. I do this for the fans, cheers, boos, it doesn't matter. It all gives me energy, it all gives me motivation. At the end of the day, I'm coming in to do a job. My opponent's coming in to do a job, and may the best man win.
I tell you, having met Aljo a couple of times, being able to interview him as well, he's actually a really, really nice guy. Like, real cool dude. Like, that cringe you see online is it's just a little shtick. It's all him trying to sell shit, get his social media up. He's grinding. It just seems like he's playing with house money, right? He was a champion already. He did it. He just got knocked out, lost his belt. He's going up a weight class. He's going to sit back and watch Merab do it at bantamweight. And now, I mean, he's just, like I said, playing with house money. Whether he wins or loses here, it doesn't matter. He's already well off. He's got real estate. He did what he had to do at bantamweight. So we'll see where it goes. I think people are starting to come around to Aljo. But it does look like he's going to cry, right? I mean, it looks like he's going to just like start sobbing. Can we get some Aljos in the chat there? I see a couple in there. Spam the chat with the Aljos over there.
This question is for Diego López, en español para todos los latinos que están acá.
Diego, hace un año no estabas en la UFC, ahora son 3 performances increíbles, 2 victorias consecutivas, estás en una de las carteleras más importantes de la historia. ¿Qué hiciste para convertirte en esta bestia que sos hoy?
Let's go.
Diego, a year ago you were not on the UFC. All of a sudden, 3 amazing performances. Now you're one of the most historic cards, the most historic card in the UFC.
The only thing I don't like about him is his hair. That's it. You know, like his hair is kind of annoying. But everything else I like about Lopez. He's so much fun to watch fight. If he wasn't fighting Sadiq, I'd be rooting for him. You know, he's a very likable guy. It's just the hair. You know, the hair's a problem.
What did you do to turn into this beast that you are today?
Yo creo que ha sido los 11 meses más locos de mi vida, ¿no? Pero pues muy contento, muy feliz por eso. Yo creo que Dana vio algo en mí y pues bueno, con esa noticia que la noche va a ser bonos de 300,000.
It's been the craziest 11 months in my life, but I think Dana saw something in me. And you know what? With the bonus at 300, I know why I'm here.
Mexico adopted you, but now you have a full continent supporting you. You know that all the Latinos are going to be behind you in this fight.
Sabes que México está siempre apoyándote, pero ahora tienes a todos los latinos por ti, ¿no?
Pues tener el apoyo de todo el mundo, pues solo puedo hacer respeto hecho.
I've had all the support from everybody in Mexico and in America, also in Brazil, and now the support of people all over the world. You know, I think that people are going to see with my performance.
Did he say Mexico? Did you guys hit the like yet? Come on! Arriba!
I've worked a lot in my life to be here, but you're going to see with my performance why I deserve to be a UFC 300.
The last one for Dana White. Dana, you talk about Abu Dhabi, Africa. Any news about Spain?
Yeah, no, that's another one. Listen, all these markets that we haven't been to before, we're working on going to. But yeah, Spain could be a possibility too. We tried to go to Spain earlier. It's about availability of arenas is the problem that you have when you try to go into some of these new markets. But absolutely, the answer is yes. And he was in our office today. So.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. They got to go to Spain. You got to.
Yeah. I'm going to take 2 more questions. I got you.
Tim, I tell you what, even though we stopped it a couple of times, I think the thing is still going. This could be the longest presser ever. I guess you have so many athletes on the stage, but this might be the longest one. I don't recall a press conference lasting this long.
You Hawaiian dude here, and you, ma'am. Go ahead.
This question's for the former champ Cody Garbrandt. After back-to-back wins last year, what did you make of what do you attribute that success?
This is the MMA Island guy. Whatever happened to MMA Island?
That's to, and do you feel like you're the same hungry contender that took out?
Oh my God, these poor guys, man! You can't get it out.
Dominic Cruz back in the day.
Great question. You know, I'm very grateful for the UFC Performance Institute. They hired a sports therapist I've been working with for 2 years, working on the mental. There's nothing that's different from me. Speed, power, my fighting style is all there. It's the mental, and we'll show that on Saturday.
You and Davison.
I tell you what, man. I'm betting on Figueiredo. I'm picking Figueiredo. This guy is a shell. Look at him. I mean, I guess he's going through a weight cut too, right? But this guy feels like a shell of what he used to be. Look at this dude. Right? He looks like he's been through the fucking ringer.
Like to crack, you know, you guys like to stand and trade. What are the odds of this fight going the distance?
Well, you heard Dana, it's $300,000 extra for a bonus, so you know I'm knocking his ass out.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Go ahead, ma'am.
This question's for Jim Miller. Jim, this fight is 10 years in the making.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel now that it's finally fight week? Do you wish this fight would have happened in the past when you had tried to book it before? Or does this feel like the perfect time?
I feel like this is the perfect time. You know, shit happens, right? What we do, 26 fighters up here, what we do is not easy. Like day in, day out, we are beating the crap out of our bodies, trying to get better so that we can perform at the highest level inside the octagon. And it is dangerous. And things happen, you know, and honestly, I had other fights when this fight fell through. So it worked out, you know, but I gotta say, like, with the announcement of the bonuses being as big as they are, I don't know if there's another man I want to be across the octagon from. I think we match up really well, and we're going to leave our mark on that canvas Saturday night.
I can't wait to see it. This question is for Kayla. Kayla, you mentioned finally you can throw elbows again. How excited are you to do that in front of the godfather of ground and pound himself, Mark Coleman?
Yes.
Is this girl special that's asking the questions? Is she a little special?
I'm super excited. Honestly, it's been a long and winding road to get here. There's been some ups and downs. God knows that it hasn't been easy. But this is what it looks like when you don't give up on your dreams. This is what it looks like when you have faith. This is what it looks like when you believe in yourself. I'm going to go out there on Saturday night, and I'm going to give it everything I've got in front of all of you. I can't wait.
Thank you.
Kayla looking jacked.
One more question, Danny. What's the word? I ain't seen you in the in the building.
Oh my God. Yo, I tell you, Buckley is like he has officially become the king of cringe. But what's good about him is he's winning,
Hey, look, the whole crowd done told me, man, look, y'all coming back to St. Louis. Everybody know the main event, Derek Lewis. Hey, we love Derek Lewis. But you don't want to fight 5 rounds, Dana? Come on. Switch it up, man, to give your boy New Mansa the main event in St. Louis in his hometown, baby. Let's go.
Thanks for coming out today, you guys.
Thanks for coming out. All right, so now we're going to get to the face-offs. What do you guys give that press conference? All right, we're going to watch them. This is going to be a lot of face-offs here. The entire card, we're going to get to see them go face-to-face after a pre-fight press conference. Never seen that before. Wow. What did you guys think about that? Listen, no Conor announcement either. No Conor announcement, so they might be saving it for the actual UFC card. Maybe we might get nothing. 7 out of 10s. I see a lot of 7 out of 10s. That's crazy, huh? I feel if they're gonna, maybe they didn't want to announce it today because they didn't want to overshadow the events. Maybe the announcement will drop during the events, because that would be something else if they pull out Conor and Chandler and they have them face off in the cage or something like that. That could be a big moment at UFC 300 where everyone will clip and share. So I guess they're going to save it for the event. Let me know if it's going to. Nobody cares about Conor. Dude, I looked in their chat and everyone was like, what the fuck? I just looked over there and everyone was like, where the fuck's Conor? All right, no one cares. Let's see these face-offs over here. Tsarukyan. They're showing him. He looks like a villain in a Sonic game. There's Jiří Procházka. I don't know how I feel about that press conference, because I went in with low expectations. We knew there wasn't going to be much trash talk. The Hill and Pereira moment was pretty cool. That stands out, shines the brightest for me. It felt like it was pre-planned in the questions, the way they rapid fired to the fighters. The 300K thing felt like it was a planted question. It was all right. I've seen way worse, I will say that. So I would say a 6.3. 6.3 out of 10. I'm being generous. I think it's because of my hype for the card. I'm very hyped about this 300 card. But let's see these face-offs. Let's see if we can pull any information here. I want to thank everyone for swinging around for this glorious event. Who stands out to you at the press conference? Which fighter made the biggest splash? I feel like empty from it, to be honest. Yeah, Kayla's definitely the most shredded on the card. Kayla's the poster child for roids. No announcement, dud presser. I love it all. Stop being negative, Moss. Well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to just suck, like be a shill and just suck the UFC's dick 24/7? Or you want me to be honest? I don't know. I would take honesty, no? Rather than me be like, oh, that was fantastic. That was great. I had such a blast watching that. I was kind of bored. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of bored. Money Moicano. Hey, yeah, Money had a good moment. He did. Gummy Gang stream incoming. We'll see. We'll see. It's a standard press conference. Not much back and forth. No, it didn't. I don't know. As for juice, I don't know. I don't get the juice from it. The card, good. Thank God the card stands on its own. We didn't really need much juice from the press conference, but it didn't really make me more excited. Let's see. Let's look at these face-offs here. All right, so we're going to start off with Cody Garbrandt and Figueiredo. I do want to see what these guys look like next to each other. Okay, so we all know that Davison went up a weight class. Cody went down too, so it's not like he's massive at 135. Good fight. Real good fight. Davison kind of gave him the look like, yo, I'm going to knock those fake eyebrows off your face. Yeah, I'm probably going to pick Davison. I would like to see Cody win, though. I would. I like him better now. Not much. Not too much. Let's look at this one. The next fight on the card. Mean Bobby Green. The weird love for Jim Miller. I got to be honest with you. Guys, I feel like it's a little forced. I've been in the building for Jim Miller fights, and fans were going to the bathroom. Fans were going to the freaking, getting beer. When Jim was fighting. Like, Jim's a G. He's a dog. He's been, in the game for so long. And I like Jim Miller, but, I mean, it's weird, man. This weird, like, all of a sudden, Jim Miller's the GOAT. I don't know. It's a weird forced thing right now. I don't know how to feel about it. But I'm happy that he's getting his shine. And I am going to pick him because I got him in my parlay. Man, Bobby's ready. Look at him. Good scrap. Good scrap, man. Who you picking, Miller or Green? Who you picking? It's going to be a good fight. The longevity, yeah, I mean, it's weird. Like I said, I'm coming from the guy that's been in the building for 3 Jim Miller fights, and people weren't in the seats. People didn't give a fuck. I've been there. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's just weird how it's just coming out of nowhere. It's kind of like Amanda Nuñez, the same thing. Like she at least she won gold. But man, I was in the building when she was getting bored out of her mind. Look at that face off again. Andrade is always smaller, but it's interesting. Not really much to see there, though. We'll probably see more tomorrow's ceremonial weigh-in face-offs. Let's see what else we got. Miller won at 100, 200. I mean, it's fitting for him to be on this card for sure. Here we go. Let's look at this thing here. The Tarantula's a pretty big dude. All right, let's go, Money. Oh, good fight. Good scrap. Yeah! I love it, man. I fucking love this fight. Damn, man. Okay, this is starting to get my juices going. I love this fight. Okay, what's next? Here we go. All right, Sadiq, Super Sadiq, Lopez. Let's see. Sadiq's trying to bounce back here. Lopez, big fan favorite. I think the first round of this fight is going to be insane. The first round of this fight is going to be nuts. Oh, man, it's going to be crazy. Game plan's going to be thrown out the window. Let's go. Yeah, for each face-off, let me know who you got in the chat. Let me know who you got for each face-off. I want to see you spam the fighter that you're going with. Another barn burner. Hell yeah. All right, here we go. This is going to be an interesting one. Kayla Harrison just jacked. Holly Holm showing the leg. 42 years old. Damn. Look at these two. I tell you what, though, Holly for 42. I mean, you got to give her props. Am I crazy? I mean, let me know. Am I crazy about this? Or I think Holly has a shot. I truly think I see Holly by upset. Let me look at this again. I got to watch the ceremonial weigh-ins tomorrow, but I truly think that Holly could beat her. I do. I mean, how do we forget? I mean, Holly can grapple. I feel she's got way better striking, like way better stand-up. You stop a couple of takedowns. I mean, Holly's class is better on the feet, right? She's been training with Cyborg. Now she is 42. Am I crazy? How many people think Holly might upset this one? She's a pretty big underdog. And we've seen Kayla lose. Like it's not like she's unbeatable. We've seen her get beat up. You know? What do you think? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Kayla Winnings, it's a reset, it's fresh. Kayla's not 42, Holly's 42. But Kayla does look kind of old too. Was Kayla like 32? 33, somewhere around there? Okay, here we go. Aljo and Cater. This is going to be an interesting one to look at. All right. I mean, he's not much smaller moving up. Don't sleep on Cater. I want to pick Aljo. I think I'm picking Cater. I think I'm going to pick Cater. Shit. After Aljo just got knocked out with that chin dangling out over there, Cater would put his head in the rafters if he hit him. Oh, here we go. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Terry, you like Cater? I hope Aljo wins, but I think Cater's going to get it done. Here we go. Rakic, the big dude. Let's go. I'm getting more fired up for this fight. I want to see Jiří fucking starch this dude. Yo, Jiří looks good, man. He looks nice and calm. Stands his ground. Rakic hasn't won a fight in 3 years. Okay. I'm more pumped about this fight. That face-off, the lead-up with the media scrum, okay, that one got me way more pumped. I'm in, man. I'm in on Jiří Rakic. This is where Conor shows up. Oh, my God. The blue balls, Kainotto. Okay, next fight. Okay, Bo Nickel and Brundage. I want to see what Brundage looks like next to him. Oh, Bo looks pretty big. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Brundage is going to get killed. Does he get out of the first round? Brundage is going to get fucking run over, man. He's going to get run over. There's no way. There's no fucking way, man. There was a part of me that wanted to throw some money on that plus 8,000. There's a reason why he's a plus 8,000 for the decision. There's no fucking way Brundage wins this. Oh, sacrificial lamb. Yeah, I mean, Brundage was literally handpicked by Bo Nickel. Handpicked for this fight. Yeah, guys, abort. If anyone was going to jump on that plus money, I understand it's a lot of plus going on there. Abort. And by the way, I made a betting video, early prediction bet thing. I never really like to lock it on early predictions, but go check it out where I'm leaning with my bets. The parlay's still intact. I'm most likely going to jump on that. And the straight up Jamahal Hill bet, I'm probably going to jump on. But this, no. Stay away. Just watch Bo murder him. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what else we got? The Gummy Gang stream is in jeopardy. If you want a bonus stream tonight, you got to drop the donos, friends. Here we go. Charlie Olives showing his... Oh, he's got fancy glasses going on here. All right, this is going to be a good face-off. Let's look at this. Charles is not going to give him everything, is he? Is he going to give it him? Uh-oh. Yeah! Oh, yeah! Take my money! $85. By the way, link is pinned in the live chat. The link is pinned in a live chat. If you're going to buy the pay-per-view, don't do it on your own. Support the MMA-Holes and use our link. Use our fucking link. I'm using our link. We get $10 every time someone orders a pay-per-view through our pay-per-view link. Comment section, live chat, pinned up top. The description down below. Click it. Let me see that again. That's sexy, baby. That's sexy. Oh, no. Let me look at this again. That's good, man. That's a good face-off. By the way, Charles won that face-off. Let's look. Oh, man. Yo, look at this. Even Arman's giving him the eyes. Look at Charles. He didn't break. Wait until the face-off tomorrow. Wait until the ceremonial weigh-ins. That's when Charles is going to give him the whole full Oliveira look. Dude, Charles looks ready, man. Damn. That was a fired up face-off. I like it. Love it. Like I said before, he has the best face-offs. Him, Robert Whittaker, who else? Islam Makhachev has a very good face-off. There are others, but those are the three that really stand out to me.
1, 2,
the people want the extra stream. They want
take
it.
Take me out to the ball game.
You want Monica?
Take me out with the crowd.
Buy me some
peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never.
The announcement's being made.
So let's root
the Cubbies.
If they don't win, it's a shame.
How many?
For it's
1, 2.
Three strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Terry, thank you for the 12.
Give us the stream, Fukuhaha.
Terry's like, I want the Gummy Gang. I want to see the Hell Divers. I want the bonus stream. Thank you, Terry, for the 12. I appreciate you being wonderful. Thank you so much, Terry. All right, I'll get back to the face-offs over here. No Conor announcement. Unless something late happens, but I doubt it. No Conor announcement. Okay. I am pumped. All right, here we go. BMF face-off. It's going to get way crazier tomorrow at the ceremonial weigh-ins. Good looks. Respect. Nothing hostile. Casey gifted a membership. And Superfly McCross got it, baby! Yeah! Thank you, KC. I appreciate you, Casey. Thank you. Casey's like, yo, if I gift a membership, we get in that Gummy Gang? All right. We'll see. The CTE belt. I would rather that name. One's in the chat if you'd rather see it called the CTE belts. Down for that. Monica and Jess playing Helldivers 2 and Moss. Yeah, it's going to be cringe, and we would have an extra spot for the people if you'd like to see that stream. Jumping in on the Helldivers. That would actually be pretty fun. Give us another doozy. I'll lock it in. I'll lock the fucking stream in. It will be a guaranteed lock. I need a doozy of a dono. It could be a super chat, a Streamlabs, support the channel any way you'd like. And we'll have Gummy Gang after this stream. What time is it? 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right, let me look at this face-off. I tell you what, how many people are going on the under in Yan? Don't look past her. She clearly is the bigger fighter. She's on a good roll. She's a plus 370 over here. I don't think I'm picking her. But it'd be hard to just dismiss her. CTE belts, that would be a great name for it, right? Man, I just feel like she's such a sweetheart. She's getting no love. No fucking love. Like when it comes to like the juice and I don't know. I guess the language barrier. Who knows? Fook China. Okay, here we go. Main event of the evening. Let's take a look at this. Alex Pereira, Jamahal Hill. Okay, taking off the necklace. What does he got? He's got like a vintage shirt. It looks like from the 90s or something with him all over it. Here we go. Wow, Alex looking big. Look at these two. Alex looking huge. Whoa, look at him face off. Yo, I tell you what. If Jamahal Hill can pull off this upset, which I am still picking Jamahal. Don't sleep on him. I'm still picking Jamahal, but just by the looks of this, I understand, man. Alex is a scary looking dude. Jamahal has been constantly criticized and looked past in previous fights because of his physique. He's coming off an injury. This is going to be a scrap, man. Alex all day. I tell you what, man. I hope we get more plus money on Jamahal. This fight is 50-50. Don't bet. I got Jamahal, man. I got Jamahal. Let me see. Where's my bookie at right now? Where is my bookie at? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, let me log in real quick. So tomorrow stream on Fuqua Friday, we're going to be locking in the bets. We're going to be doing our power slap. Our buddy King Ryan Phillips will be competing for the heavyweight title. We'll be locking in our picks and predictions for UFC 300. It's going to be a glorious stream. Okay, let's look. What's Jamahal at right now? Let's see. Jamahal he's still a plus 106, so he's still an underdog. I tell you, I thought as the fight gets closer, I'm thinking this line's going to be more even, but I don't know, man. A lot of people are on Pereira. It might stay the same. In fact, you might get Jamahal at more plus tomorrow. A lot of people are Team Chama, and he looks pretty scary in this face-off. I will say that. Man, Alex looks like a monster. Yo, Jamahal looks kind of dwarfed. Jamahal is very... Damn, yo, if Jamahal could pull off this upset. I mean, if you think about what Alex Pereira has accomplished before the UFC, in the UFC, I mean, it was quite the run. It is quite the run. He's still doing it. And Jamahal Hill is kind of like this freak of nature. Really, I mean, he doesn't have the look. He doesn't have really the experience that Alex has. I mean, he's 12-1 as a pro mixed martial artist. He has more MMA time than Alex at 9-2-0. But Alex had all that kickboxing, the champion that he is. Jamahal is 32 years of age. They're both 6'4", so they're, I guess the sneakers or shoes, whatever you want to call it, are making the difference in size. And Alex just has an inch reach advantage. Now, Jamahal does have a dangly chin that he throws out there. That is a thing that Jamahal does like to do. He does have the questionable legs off the injury. Am I nervous? Yes. In any fight, I'm nervous. But I think I'm still going with Sweet Dreams. I'm going to have to ask Jessie what she thinks about the support tonight. If we do the bonus stream, you're going to have to be subscribed to Gummy Gang and have the notification bell properly rung. And if you do see it, it'll be Helldivers with Monica. Nothing is guaranteed right now. I'm going to leave it up to Jess. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. I want to know in the chat who you got for the fights. Make sure you check out Dubby, link in the description if you want to get hydrated or get that caffeine in the system where you don't get the jitters. It's safer than all those crazy energy drinks that sponsor the UFC. Tomorrow night is Fuqua Friday. Saturday night will be the big UFC event. Actually, Saturday day going into night will be the big UFC event that we'll be doing a fight reaction to. We got the thumbnail ready to go. Make sure the notification bell is rung. Check out the videos we've been posting out there. We have a video of the betting where we're leaning towards the bets that came out yesterday. So check that video out. Give it likes, give it love, give it comments. I see a donation slipping in here. I will let this puppy play. If you're watching on the replay, I want to know your comments in the comment section down below. But I'm fired up. Was it the best press conference ever? No. But I was entertained to the point where I'm still into it. I'm not pushed away. I'm not more excited. I'm still excited about this event. The press conference was kind of there. But anyway, last comments in the chat as we get ready to let this party wind down. I see Tetra with the super chat. We'll let that play. I used to booty bump hamburger helper. I don't know what that means. W Wubby was a bear.
Wonderful.
Later, pal. Kayla, all right, let's see. Kayla Amran or Arman. Gaethje, Alex Zhang Rodriguez. Okay. Press conference needed Conor. I tell you, it kind of did. I'm not going to lie, man. We did need a little, injection of cringe that is Conor McGregor. Unfortunately, we did not get it.
Super chat.
Tetra Nova.
Did you see Alex beat Francis punching power?
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that video of Alex. Alex hits like a fucking truck. Listen, if Alex Pereira wins this fight on Saturday, you have a very good opportunity to see this guy go for 3 belts. Alex winning this thing is better for the UFC. It's better for the fans. I get it, man. I totally understand why people push for Alex. He's so much fun to root for and watch fight. Will he get it done on Saturday night? Noro's got Moicano, Lopez, Jiří, and Alex. All right, in the comment section, let me know your picks, your predictions. Thank you for stopping by. And remember this is very important. Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole. Good night. Shama.